We might be drunk, we might be drunk. As long as we are hanging out, you know we might be drunk. Raise a glass, let's talk shit. Pet peeves, Rex, and a bit. Maybe drunk, we might be drunk, yeah.
There you go, Will.
Microphone check. Hold on a second. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, he's got to spray it.
Get this all.
Yeah, we're recording.
All right.
I don't trust you white people.
And that's a great intro for this new episode. Welcome back to We Might Be Drunk. Our good buddy, Will Sylvince.
Thanks for having me, man.
Good to have you there.
Shout out to the person who canceled.
Oh, nobody canceled. It's all you.
It's all you, buddy.
How's y'all doing, man? Mark, Normand, Sam Morril.
Doing good. What do you seem
Like-
combative? What's going on? You seem
combative.
on edge.
No, not at all.
All right,
I'm happy
all right.
to be here.
Just checking.
My two favorite whites.
I'll take it. Thank you. Who was in the running?
Canceled.
Who canceled? All right. Well,
Thanks
yeah.
for coming here, man. Dude, I haven't seen you forever. I've known you for how many years?
Oh, yeah, like before Tupac got shot the first time.
That's true.
I knew you for a while.
What?
Has this always been the setting, or this is a socially distanced setting?
Sadly, always. We like to
Always.
keep a little distance.
You guys was ahead of your time.
You got that right.
So is my biological father.
Very distant.
Socially distant.
Your dad was Jewish?
What does that mean?
I'm just saying, they always black dads always get the bad rep for being not being around.
Oh.
I just want to shout out to the Jewish
was.
dads that's not around, right?
Good point. Good point.
Shout out to the Jewish dads that's talking about they going to go
Good
get
argument that we control the media and the dialogue for this. Is that we're not talking about Jewish dads.
Shout out to the Jewish dads talking about I'm going to get a bagel and never come back. Too soon? Am I going to get kicked out of my apartment for that one?
Woo! That's good. Jews have had a bad couple of years. You got Madoff, you got Woody Allen, you got Epstein, you got Weinstein. Couple of bad Jews.
My landlord.
Landlord.
Thank God Maxwell wasn't Jewish. We would have been fucked, you know?
Who's
Oh,
Maxwell?
Ghislaine.
Jelaine.
Oh, the one that she's got convicted.
Yeah, she got 60 years. CDC says she
Her,
wants to do 30.
argument was you only going after me because Epstein is out of the
'Cause he
picture.
died.
But she would. I feel like they would go after her anyway because she was like
She was in it.
rallying them up.
Yes, she
For
was
sure,
the recruiter.
But I do. That was her. Her.
Take your time.
defense.
Take your time, please.
We're gonna be blunt with you. We've been drinking since the last episode with Gaffigan. We've done two drinking eps in a day. So Mark and I.
Well, you keep looking over there. That camera's over there.
the studio producer.
The producer.
Oh.
yeah, there you go.
I'm like, he keeps looking at the camera.
Oh, I feel better drinking with a guy with a turtleneck, though. I feel like I'm more
that?
sophisticated.
After this, we're gonna rob. We're gonna do an Ocean's 11 type heist.
Sam looks like a drama teacher who's banging his students. Here we go.
Here's what really happened in Macbeth.
So yeah, so she said, what's worse, Epstein or the person that rallied up the girls
Epstein.
for Epstein?
I guess he banged him, so I guess that's worse.
But
But she recruited. She was the scout.
Yeah. So who's?
If Mark bombs, who's responsible? Him or his agent?
Oh, good point.
Ham or the jokes?
I mean, here's my thing. She is. She's part of it. You can't.
Yeah.
And that's the whole argument, right? That he commits suicide. Mm-hmm. If you're not watching this on YouTube, you can see what I'm doing with my fingers.
Air quotes.
Commit suicide. That's one with the sleepy guard. That's one where you're like, you see that in a movie, you're like, come on.
Yeah.
I'm not a big
Right.
conspiracy theorist guy, but that's a layup right there.
Yeah.
So why isn't she singing like a canary? You thought, oh, she's gonna get in trouble, so she's gonna start outing Bill Clinton and
but
Chelsea
I think
Handler.
because Epstein had the names down and she just got the
Oh,
girls.
she's got names.
She's
He's
got
like,
names.
I
The pilot's got
I get the
names.
celebrities.
Yes.
He's like, I get the celebrities. You get the girls.
Aha. But you'd think she would say some shit to get out of the jail time. She's doing a couple years over
Yeah,
there.
but I think she didn't think she was going to get time because her main argument was you're only going after me because Epstein's out the picture. So I think that was their big push.
Yeah, but that's not enough of a push because she was still there.
I mean,
She was still involved. It's like being like, oh, yeah, I know they robbed the bank. I was just the wheelman.
Can someone Photoshop a picture of me rubbing Mark's feet like Ghislaine did to Epstein? You've seen that picture? That picture that's gotten around where she's rubbing his feet. You're like,
Yes.
man, this guy just sucked.
Wait, she was rubbing his feet?
Yeah.
On a private
On a
jet.
private jet. This guy just lived
She
very
was
well.
rubbing Epstein's feet on the private jet?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he was, bankrolling the whole situation.
She wanted that, rich lifestyle, and
Didn't
he
Jesus
could
do
provide
that to somebody, to a woman?
Oh, yeah, rub the feet.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
She was a Jewish.
Look at that. She got the tits
Yeah.
out and everything.
Oh, damn. She's like a chest, but fucking them. Can I say that? I'm sorry.
Who?
Titty fuck.
Oh, titty fuck. Yeah, of course.
But,
this whole
feet
show's
fuck.
centered around titty fucking. Go nuts.
Feet fuck.
It does make you mad that we fly commercial when you see this shit, doesn't
I
it?
know.
You're like,
But
we're
people-
decent people.
Yeah.
Hold on, what the hell?
Hold up, Hammer.
Good point.
I seen people do this on regular planes. Well, not. They just put their feet up,
Oh, good point.
right? That's without the titties and the white girl rubbing it. But I seen people do this on a.
We need to conduct an investigation into these people
Yes.
to see how they're living their lives.
Those people are worse than Epstein.
Yeah.
If you ask
Anytime
me.
someone takes their shoes off on a flight, it's a balls. If you're in like one of those first class pods and you've got space,
That's,
Sure.
that's,
That's different.
Cool.
that's different.
Put
but
your
when
penis out if you want.
Yes.
Whip it out, dude.
Virgin
That's what I
air.
say.
But if you in the coach, right, with all the lab rats,
Yeah.
and you pull out your you talking about take your shoe
I
off
haven't seen a coach do that since Sandusky.
and put your feet under the chair, or put your
Yeah.
feet on the hand rest.
That's crazy. I've seen it.
That's rough.
It's gross.
You're a traveler. You're a well-behaved traveler, right?
Yeah, I don't mess with. I always get a window seat, and then as soon as the doors close, lay on the window and knock out till we land.
Oh, you're one of those guys. That's a gift. I wish I had that. I'll pass out for 10 minutes, but I like the aisle because I can get up and move around. You're
pee.
trapped.
What you trying to move around for?
Well, you go to the bathroom, you walk around, you stretch out, you maybe go up in the overhead, you talk to the pilot, you get the wings.
Dude,
Yeah.
what the hell you doing all that on the damn flight for? What, you on
I'm
medication?
bored. I'm bored.
I need to get up too. I like to stretch, especially on a long flight. I like to stretch. I pee a lot because I do coffee or booze on a flight. So I I'm getting up.
I don't do none of that.
What if
I
it's
pee-
cross-country?
I pee before I get on the flight. Get on the flight, and I just knock out.
You're a health nut, Will. You're like, you see, like we do coffee, we drink. You're a green tea guy, so I feel like you can kind of just. You take such a good care of yourself. That's what I've noticed. I've done.
Why
the
is there a
road
bad stigma to it? Health
It's
nut.
not a
Why
bad
is it-
stigma.
Just
I'm-
call me a nut. A health nut.
That's a good point.
What's the
Health
opposite
nut.
of a health nut?
a gun nut.
A drunk nut? Or
A degenerate.
yeah,
A slob.
yeah, but a health nut sounds like bad, right?
Well, you got nut in there, which is never good.
yeah.
You don't hear about like
Although
uh,
nuts
nut-
are healthy for you, though.
Nut,
point.
Exactly. Nut is not to go you crazy. It's more of like.
And
to
then
say
everybody like to
fanatic.
bust a nut.
That's true.
But if I say I'm a basketball nut, that doesn't mean I'm crazy. It means I love basketball, right?
All right, good save.
yeah.
Right. Epstein was a
A 15-year-old nut. He was nuts about teens,
he was
and he busted a nut. I assume. I heard he had a weird dick.
Yeah, egg shaped.
Egg-shaped
What's
dick.
an
They called it over easy.
What's an egg-shaped dick?
They said it was
Shaped like an egg.
Like omelet?
No.
He wishes. An omelet's a compliment.
That's 10 inches.
What is that? What is that? 4 eggs right there? Jesus
I got mushrooms in here. I got bell peppers. This is a Denver dick.
I hope you like feta.
What's an egg-shaped dick?
I guess the balls would be hash browns.
So wait, it looked like it's round.
Like an egg.
So he looked like he got 3 balls.
Is there a way to
Yes.
Google this, Matt, without getting thrown off in YouTube?
Egg dick. Egg dick. Egg dick. Well,
egg.
So it's 3
he's an
balls.
egg beater. All right.
Egg beater.
Whoa. Wait, that's black. Okay, that's Will's dick.
No, I've seen Will's dick. It's much bigger.
That's true. We've all seen it.
wait, who said he had an egg-shaped dick?
They said in the trial.
One of the
Came out, the
girls?
girls, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how they identified him.
Egg-shaped dick. Did someone say, can we get more details, please, in the courtroom?
It'd be nice. We got to crack the case.
Did they just say, hey, can you give us a little bit more detail?
Yeah. Apparently his pickup line was cock-a-doodle-doo, too. Which... yeah, man, that's a dark story.
Every time they
right
saw his
there.
dick, like,
Egg-shaped penis.
Wait, go back to the headline. See? There you go. Right there.
when he pulled his dick out, girls like, excellent. Eggs. Nothing too soon.
Great expectations. Let's keep this going.
Exactly.
Is it someone asked him if he had an egg-shaped penis?
That's what I heard. I heard Harvey's dick was all fucked up as well, by the way.
yeah.
Really?
So we might have a pattern here.
Damn.
What's that? Yeah, freaking Hitler.
Yeah,
Hitler
that's
had one
true.
ball.
Micro penis.
He had a Michael.
Oh,
he
is
had
that
one-
right?
Yeah.
He had one ball.
Oh, I heard he had one ball.
Yeah.
I heard he had Michael. I never heard about the one ball thing.
Pull it up.
I believe that's true. I definitely know the micro penis. I've seen enough history. Dude, I'll tell you, the History Channel leans on Hitler the way CNN leans on Trump. They hate
Another
him,
tweet.
but they also kind of love him. Let's
That's
be real.
great.
Which
That's
one?
great.
Who's this?
They keep the
The
lights
History
on over
Channel
there.
loves.
Oh yeah, they always like. And this
Nat
is Hitler.
Geo?
Hitler in the 5th grade.
He could have been an artist.
This is Hitler when he took up a hobby in high school.
Right.
Really did have one testicle, from The Guardian.
Whoa.
You think that's what did it?
Yeah, I think you got
Because Des Bishop got one testicle.
Does he?
Does he?
Yeah, he talk about it all day.
Well, he hates Jews. What about this micro penis? I've never heard about the micro.
What's a micro penis?
It's
I'll show
what do
you.
you think it is? What do you think it is? Combine the two words, Will.
I mean, micro.
What's a microchip?
Pull him up. There it is.
That's not even a penis. Like
That's a penis.
that's a belly button.
Hold on. We need a better photo.
Are we gonna get in trouble for this, Matt?
Is that a
Are we gonna
micro?
Get thrown off? Oh, you're gonna blur this, right?
Yeah, I'm blurring this.
All right, good.
Holy hell.
That's whoa.
That is,
that.
but that's not even a micro penis. That's like an innie penis.
That's an
isn't it?
innie.
What's an
Uncircumcised innie.
Remember when you were a kid and they were like belly button, innie or outie? The poor kid doing that with his dick.
Yeah.
That's gotta suck.
By the way, shout out to all the women when they have sex with these dudes and they still moaning like,
I think the women are penetrating them. I don't think they're doing anything.
I'm saying that
That's not going inside
Shout
anyone.
out to them. They still like being there for the dude.
They
Like
deserve
you know what
a
I'm saying?
medal.
They deserve they're keeping the world safe.
I feel like a woman's being nice. My girl, every time I go down on her, I feel like she's being nice. I don't know
Why?
what I'm doing down there.
Really? I think
Still?
you know what you're doing. It's pretty
Maybe.
self-explanatory.
Still,
I think people like to act like the vagina is so complicated.
No.
I think you get the hang of it. I think
You
it's like,
definitely do.
you figure it out,
Yeah.
and then she'll guide you and stuff.
When I was in high school, my high school girlfriend, we were pretty hot and heavy. And one day I just said, hey, look, I'm going to go down on you and I want a full report. I want you to say what I'm doing wrong, what I need to do more of, what sucks, what to get rid of. And it hurt, but I learned a lot.
You was that proactive back then?
Oh, yeah.
That's how Mark passed high school English.
Yes, it was my third grade teacher.
Did you really ask for and she gave you pointers?
Totally. And I still use them to this day.
Well, it's actually very smart because Mark is trying to succeed, and you succeed by failing and then asking for notes, right?
Exactly.
That's how you get good at anything.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I learned a lot.
That's a great way to live, Mark.
It stung. Don't get me wrong.
Why? What's stung about it?
Well, she had gonorrhea.
What'd you say?
Like mine.
Thank God we went with different ones, too. That's pretty good.
What did you say?
I said chlamydia.
gonorrhea.
Oh, shit. You guys are having sex with the same girl?
Well, no, our periods are synced up.
Our jokes are synced up. We've been hanging out too much.
Dude, every time I hope I don't get canceled or kicked out. Your hair look like you got a yarmulke on it.
Does it
There's
look
a
bad?
shadow.
Oh, I can see it. It's dark in the back and it's
Yeah,
grayer
I'm like, is
tint
it
up front.
Am I?
your birthday or something or
My birthday.
Hanukkah? I don't know.
That's
I
when
don't
you guys wear yarmulkes, right, on your birthday.
Why am I going gray? Is that what it is?
No, it's just thank you. You see it right?
I see. Well, you got a little gray. I got gray on the
And
sides.
no, on the back,
But
it
on the
look like
back,
he's-
it's black as night.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Do you only
Brian
put
McKnight.
the dye in the back?
Oh no, I don't touch it. I mean,
Chicks like the gray.
do they?
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Is that what they tell you?
I think a lot of girls say it's distinguished. They say it's refined. You're a little older, a little salt and pep. A little what's the word?
The girls we hang out with.
Yes, silver fox.
The girls we're going for age
What did
appropriate.
Epstein's girl
girls like
say?
They didn't like the gray. They like a frosted tip.
They like
I
the
think.
eggs.
Hey, is any bacon with this? You know I'm Jewish. I don't eat bacon. Wait, you guys don't eat bacon, right?
I eat bacon.
But
I
he's-
think that's
he's not
that's it's
full Jew.
Orthodox Jews don't. Religious Jews don't touch it.
Is that what Epstein
Kosher.
said, what goes
if
great
you're
with
kosher.
He works every Saturday. He's
Yeah.
not full
You've
on.
worked with me on Saturdays. We've done the road together, buddy.
Whoa, Aziz tour.
We toured
Yeah.
with the Z's together. And Will is, I have to say, I love Will. Will's like one of my good friends. Will is the ultimate troll. Will fucks with you nonstop. I remember Will and I we stayed in a dumpy hotel. I don't know what we were thinking.
Really, on the Aziz tour? He
Yeah.
couldn't hook it up?
Well, we choose our hotel.
Oh,
We get buyouts and we choose our own hotel. And we thought it was nicer than it was. I text Will, where you staying? I'm like, I'll just stay with Will. We start walking, years ago, we start walking down the street and we walk a while to see. And I'm teasing Will because he got so much luggage with him. It's all
So much luggage. I got one luggage.
you had stuff with you, and I'm telling Will, like, let's fucking take an Uber to meet him because it's like a long walk down this weird highway. And Will's like, no, let's walk it. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm like, damn, Will, you want to go everywhere gorilla style? We're in the car. Will goes, why you call me a gorilla? And I'm like, what the fuck? The driver's like, Jesus Christ, you can tell, what the hell?
The worst one was Phil Hanley.
Oh,
Phil Hanley stayed at a hotel. Ricky Velez asked Phil, just get the hotel and I hit my credit card and stuff.
Right.
Phil Hanley booked a hotel with a sharing bathroom.
What?
With the
Well, it's very unlike Phil. I love Phil. Phil's a prissy bitch.
Phil to save money more than he is prissy.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, he's saving up for Rolexes. That's what he does.
And cardigans.
Phil will stay in a fucking homeless shelter, but he shows up with a fucking new silver Rolex.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know.
Was it worth it? Was it worth it?
He's Canadian
All the money
rich.
he saved at these hotels, he able to buy a Rolex watch.
Phil's gonna we'll have Phil on here to promote his new special coming out, which I can't
Oh,
wait.
yeah.
That'll be soon.
That's
so
right.
Looking forward to
Went
that.
to the taping. He killed it.
He killed it. He was great.
Oh yeah, we're touring right now with Zeta again.
Oh, yeah?
Are you
Yeah.
fucking with Phil on the road right now?
He fucking with me more than I'm fucking with him.
Really? That's not what I hear. Tell me, how is he fucking with you?
Phil with his Phil
quick
with-
zings,
yeah,
his
quick
cunty
zings
lines.
and stuff. He's funny though.
Phil
He's a
shits
fun
on you
talk.
like a Brit, where like you don't know he insulted you till as you're like walking
It's like a
away.
quick
Yes.
drive-by. It's like it's like that samurai guy that cuts you so quick and you know you're cut.
Right. Then later you're
And
like,
then-
shit, my arm came off.
Or your head starts sliding off.
Yeah.
You missed.
That's perfect.
What cities have you been in, Will?
We just did Charlotte. We did Charleston. You guys ever been to
Oh,
Charleston?
I love
South
Charleston.
Carolina?
I did.
Charleston, not Charleston.
What did I say?
You said Charles.
Charleston.
Charles.
They changed it.
Same name. Been around for a while.
Oh,
How
okay.
where'd you play in Charleston?
Shoot, I forgot the theater.
Oh, some theater.
Oh, I think I played there. I played there with Louis.
It's a nice,
actually.
Oh, nice.
beautiful
Years
theater,
ago.
by the way.
That's a
Lovely
beautiful
theater.
city.
That town, I never seen
Gorgeous.
the whitest of white people.
Oh, it's
Like
seersucker.
you guys will be Puerto Rican over there. I'm not lying. I'm not like they very white.
Yeah,
Yes.
the Southern
Like
charm
see-through.
is a lifestyle over there. Yeah, for sure. That's Charleston's a beautiful city. For
Oh
sure.
yeah.
Great
Great
food.
houses, great food. Yeah, it's
Great food.
it's almost like New Orleans if it got its shit together. You know,
Interesting.
New Orleans is like
Orleans is-
party and booze, and Charleston's like we'll sit on the porch in a suit and drink.
Yeah, I went by the water too in Charleston.
Yeah.
Do you do that on the road? Are you?
I don't do none of that stuff.
What do you
just
do
stay in my
when you wake
hotel, write and make some calls, and that's about it. But I want to walk around because the city is really nice. But so by put a double mask.
Were you flying private?
No,
Damn.
Commercial?
Commercial, yeah.
And
I don't care about all that.
Really?
Yeah.
what?
As long
the-
as the plane land, that's all that matters.
What about the Dave Chappelle tour? Weren't that was not tour, but you guys were going to the what do you call it? The compound.
Oh yeah.
That was private.
That's private. Yeah.
How was that?
That was nice. Chappelle, oh man, that was one of the best things of 2020. Like 2020, I was so depressed, but I went to hang out with Chappelle in Ohio.
In Ohio.
Man,
You've toured with everybody, man.
that was freaking so fun, man.
It looked like summer camp over there.
But when you tour with these people, like it's so much fun.
yeah.
Whether it's Chappelle, Aziz, Louis,
Right.
who else I fucked
You used to
with?
tour with Cat Williams.
Cat Williams. Oh yeah, Cat
these
Williams.
stories. You got to tell some Cat Williams stories. I mean, this shit. Tell about the bag of money.
We love Cat Williams, so please tell us some Cat
freaking
Williams.
He's got the
love
best Cat Williams stories.
I love Cat Williams.
Who's taller? You or Cat?
I'm taller than Cat.
All right, because
But-
you're what,
but-
5'2"?
But Cat's career is way taller than me and my career are stacked on top.
What? There was a story with you and Cat where you guys took the private jet and he drove, right?
Oh yeah.
Tell that story.
No, I want to say that stayed. I'll tell you this other story.
Tell us some of it.
Cat was on stage. He comes out on stage, right? And Cat will let you take pictures, but in the beginning. So he comes out. He tells the crowd, "Go ahead, take your pictures. Go ahead, niggas. Go ahead." All right. You get enough? All right, everybody, cameras off, niggas. All right. And then he starts telling his jokes. He's walking around telling his jokes.
And this is an arena.
This is a theater in Seattle, I believe.
Okay.
And Cat is walking around doing his jokes. And then some dude was like, fuck that. I want to he got his camera out. Not only got his camera out, but the light. Huge 3 like
the stage is lit, motherfucker. We got lights.
Movie set lights.
Yeah.
Right? And Cat is just doing his jokes, and then Cat just looked like, nigga. And he walks off stage in the audience and he go, what I told you? And then bash him in the head with the microphone.
What?
Wow.
And then the guy was like, and the Cat walked back on stage. Anyway, like I was saying,
wow,
he went right back into his routine.
I mean, that must have killed just that bonk noise.
Dude, it's online. It's on YouTube.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you can see it's
Pull
funny
it up.
as shit. It's funny as shit.
Wow, what about the bag of money you told me about? Remember he went out?
So Cat is very generous, right?
Yes.
I mean, the first time I met Cat, I did a show in L.A. at a comedy club, and I would.
What club were you at?
The Laugh Factory.
Good club. I like that.
Yeah, good room.
I just went up. They gave me a guest spot, and I did a good job, right? And then Cat went up behind me, and Cat goes, "Damn, I was just gonna work out some jokes, but this nigga make me want to work."
So that's nice.
Kills.
And
So-
he didn't know you before this.
He knew me, but we didn't like. He knew me. Like we worked at Caroline's and some other clubs, but this is the first time we interacted. So at the end of the show, Cat comes up and he said, "Come here, I want to talk to you." My heart starts racing. I'm like, "What the heck?" You know the history. About Cat. Cat's gangster.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I want to talk to you. I go, "What?" He says, "These clubs, they treat us like shit." And he just goes in his pocket. I'm like, "Oh." And he pulls out a wad of money and put it in my hand.
Wow.
You deserve this for all the work you did, young man.
Aww.
And I go, "Thanks, Cat, but you don't have to." Shut up! Take it.
Put the gun in your head. Put the money in your pocket.
Yo, he's the
opposite of a
nicest
mugging.
dude. He just gave me this money.
How much did he give you?
It was $800. It was $800, $100 bills.
And this is in the 80s.
This is yo. He just gave me this money. I felt like I didn't know. Like I thanked him like 1,000 times. Like, dude,
Wow.
this is the nicest dude, right? Oh, 2 weeks later at the Comedy Store, same thing happened again. They give me a guest spot, and Cat goes on after me, and I'm outside hanging out. He said, "Come here." I can't believe it. God damn it. You're going to make me lose my money. And he just goes in his pocket. I'm like, Cat, it's cool. Shut up. And he just gave me everything he had in his pocket.
He's like a pimp.
Dude, he's an amazing human being. And just gave me this money. And just cause, he feels like as hard as we work for these clubs and they don't pay us shit. They didn't pay me shit.
2 weeks later, Will was on the street corner working for him. So
actually, a week later, he hit me up to go on tour with him.
That's a great text
he's
to
like,
get.
"Yo,
really?"
Yeah, and I was like, yes.
How was the road with him?
Great. Cat treats me nice. He utmost respect, and he does. I never seen anybody do this. Every time he goes in his writer, he gets the local paper of that town, not the nation, with the local paper of that town. He reads it from beginning to end.
Wow.
When he comes out, he does 15 to 20 minutes on that town.
Wow.
Crowd is going shit crazy.
That's hard to follow.
It's like having an opening act, right?
Yes.
That's doing local references and
shit.
like, this guy can't go nowhere. Cat is doing that for himself.
Wow.
He cares.
Yeah.
That's
and then,
rare.
And then Cat does a show within the show, meaning he'll put on like 5 comics, right? A host and 5 other comics, right? Intermission, and then Cat, right? So they get a show like the comics on the show is like he had Ginny Yashere, John Witherspoon, myself. So like he puts a show within the show. And then, so he's like, "Yeah, I gave you niggas a show, so now I could do what the fuck I want to do."
Wow.
And what the fuck you want to do is still freaking amazing shit.
Of course, he's hilarious.
But he's working on stuff always.
Yeah, Cat is constantly working.
Now, this could be a black thing, and correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, you
but
want to say the N-word?
Yes. You're making me want to work, N-word. He made it off of a spot on a movie. He did a movie, what was it, Friday After Next?
Yeah.
Was that what broke him? I feel like that's a thing in the black community where you can be in a movie and kill it, like Chris Tucker, although he did Def Jam.
Well,
But Chris Tucker kills so many movies.
This is it.
Yeah,
I'll
black
say
people will be
this.
like, this guy's funny, we'll go see him. Whereas a white guy, if you're in a movie and being funny, people are like, it's a funny guy in a movie.
I'll say this. Cat is who made Cat. That makes sense. His stand-up always was solid.
So he was doing stand-up the whole time?
Yeah, the whole time.
Okay.
And then he did this little movie spot, which gave him more like, people were like, oh, who's this
Exposure.
guy? So then when they went to go see him, it was like, he was already like, it's almost like someone who came out and blow up on something, but they only got 10 minutes of stand-up or 15 minutes of stand-up. Or they're not really that funny at all.
Yes.
So you know what I'm saying? So that makes it, it's like when you finally get that light and then like, okay, let's see what you got. And then, oh, you ain't got nothing.
He just got a
Yeah.
bump. That was all it was.
Huh?
He got a bump.
He got a little bump. But I think, but Cat, he been funny.
How about the time was it in New York where he was throwing the money out? Can we tell that story?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so.
Yes, this is what I was looking
Was
for.
this in New York? This is one of these tour dates. So Cat comes out, right? After the show, so what like I say, he does a show within the show, right? And then Cat comes out after intermission.
Yep.
Crowd is going shit crazy, right? And then the music is playing. He just pacing the stage as the crowd going crazy. Oh my God, Cat! And then he just take off he got a diamond ring, takes it off, and he throws it in the crowd. He just throws
my
it. Someone
God.
catches it, right? And he's pacing. He takes off his Rolex, some expensive ass watch, right? With diamonds around him, and then throws it.
Phil Hanley jumped up and grabbed it.
He has a fur mink hat.
What?
He takes off the mink hat and throws it in the audience.
Wow.
He got a thick fur mink coat. Takes off the mink coat and throws it. Crowd is going crazy.
Of course.
Meanwhile, he has not started yet. Music's still playing.
Wow.
And he's pacing, right?
We
And-
wouldn't be able to follow his nonverbal act.
No, God, no. I throw my Apple Watch. People are like, what are you doing?
I throw my Casio watch.
Yeah.
Remember Casio?
Timex.
Timex. So he throws his. So then he goes like he's trusting his pockets. He goes hold on 1 minute. He goes backstage. Now I show a preference. Cat gets his money in cash,
Wow.
all cash.
Old
you don't
school.
fuck around. And they put his cash in 2 paper bags.
Jesus
right?
Christ.
At the time, he was getting paid $250,000 per show.
Okay.
Right.
Wow.
And they put 2 paper bags, right? I think he had either 4 paper bags or 2 paper bags with all the money, right? And when we on the tour bus, he gets off the tour bus and he takes his money with him because he don't trust the bus drivers. He leaves it backstage behind the curtain, right?
Okay.
And he's pacing the stage. He's checking his pocket. He go, I'll be right back. He goes back and grab one of the paper
Oh
bags.
my God.
Right? Comes out.
How's he gonna follow this with material? Hey, Uber's
Hold up.
weird, huh? I mean, you can't beat cash.
Hold up, Hammer. He takes the bag, throws in the audience. It didn't fly out. One person caught the bag.
What?
Right?
That's probably $100,000.
Whatever it was, one person caught the bag, right?
Wow.
Backstage, his security and his
It's like the beginning of Fargo.
his security, his manager going crazy. Yo, Cat just threw one of the bags in the audience. Cat just threw one of the bags in the audience. He's pacing the stage, right? Crowd going crazy. And the person who caught the bags disappointed. It's just a paper bag.
He got a Rolex. I got a bag?
Yeah. Right? And Cat go, I'll be right back. And then
no.
they say on the walkie-talkie, he's coming back for the other bag. Hide it.
God.
Hide it because you're like, we don't want this dude to blow all the money he's making tonight.
Yeah, and that guy's probably getting paid off that bag. The security guy.
So they hide the bag, right? And
Good.
he comes backstage. He goes to the security and the people, where's the bag? Where's the bag? And he goes, and then we'll know Cat, and he goes back on stage.
This is like the movie Heat, but he's robbing himself.
He grabs the mic. He kills the music. He gets, I have more gifts for you, but the niggas in the back are fucking up. Anyway, welcome.
Wow. Jesus.
He's the best to ever do.
I love him. I love him off these stories alone.
I didn't have any of those stories with Tom Papa. I'll tell you that.
He threw his Vulgate into the audience.
What about, can you tell the jet story or no?
I won't say everything, man.
All right,
I feel like
save it,
I
save
feel
it.
like yeah.
Save it.
He flew Epstein's
I didn't
plane.
want to tell that
for the
one
people at home.
I don't want to tell that.
He has an
money story.
egg-shaped penis.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, Cat Williams sounds like the best.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
one of the best, man. One of the
And
best.
obviously one of the funniest as well. So
Yeah.
shout out, hey man, Cat Williams, if you're ever listening,
Yes.
we'd love to have you.
Oh.
What do we call this? The drunk tank? What do we call in this room?
Yeah, I like that.
And Cat, I'll say also, man, he paid me the most ever out of all the comics I worked with.
And you've worked with the biggest.
I work with a lot of comics, but don't get me. I'm not criticizing other people. I'm
Sure,
just saying he took
is-
care of me.
Who's your favorite to be on the road with? Because you've worked with everybody.
Dude, there's no. I just to be on the road with any one of these guys. To be honest, man, I have nothing bad to say about anybody I worked with the comics that took me on the road. Like all good things.
What
to be
about
honest.
Cosby?
I mean, I was asleep the whole time.
That was just his act. Now, what do you think? What do you think? But you're on with Chappelle. I mean, like that's got to be
Chappelle's
insane.
amazing.
I mean, Dave is such a legend. I mean, you know, for so long he's been a legend.
Yeah.
So I mean, I feel like he was a legend in his like 30s, which is
Yeah.
hilarious. But
And he worked with Patrice. I mean, Will's been around.
Yeah.
you were roommates with Patrice
8
O'Neill.
years with Patrice.
You lived with him for
Wow.
8 years. Did he? Do you feel like he bestowed a lot of comedy knowledge? Or he was longer in the game than you?
Oh
did?
yeah, he was like every morning wake me up, curse me out, and drop knowledge nonstop. We talked about so many things, and it's one of those things. To be honest, man, is like you think he's gonna be around for a long time, so I'm
Yeah.
not taking it in like I should have. Like
Right.
if I would have known what I know now, like I would have like recorded. Like I did the first ever Patrice O'Neill podcast. Believe it or not,
Really?
In
Beige Phillip?
2001.
Wow.
I had a mini disc.
What?
Yeah, you remember mini disc?
Yeah.
And then Patrice was doing this whole thing about rating women from 1 to 30. 10. Did you know about that? You
No,
ever heard of
no.
that bit? Funny as shit. And I said, yo, dude, we should get some girls in here and talk and do a show.
Yeah.
This is funny as shit. So we taped 2 shows. And we got some girls in the apartment, and I cooked some food, and we
What?
started recording.
Can you
2001.
cook, Will?
Huh?
Can you
Oh,
cook?
Yeah, I love cooking.
What's your?
When I was eating fish, I cooked
You're
stuffed
off fish?
salmon. Huh?
You're off fish?
I'm vegan, but I'm not an asshole.
So that's no
No,
caffeine,
Will
no
is-
booze,
Will-
no meat,
Well, here's what I
no
love
sugar,
about
no
Will.
fish.
Is that he is so healthy, but he's so
I'm not
generous.
Really, I'm not so healthy.
But you know what? You treat yourself occasionally, but like whenever you're eating at the cellar, you've always got some like vegan restaurant food, and you're always like,
Yeah.
try this.
You
And
curse me out.
I shouldn't you a little bit,
A
playfully.
little bit. You call me the N-word every time
You know
I
what?
know these N-words. Y'all N-words eat this shit.
This is what he fucking does. This is what he does. I brought up the gorilla shit earlier.
You see,
he's a,
bro,
he's
call
a
me a
fucking
gorilla again.
asshole. This guy's a fucking asshole.
Tell us about opening for Kramer.
Will
You
will
gotta be an
fuck
asshole
you
to work
with you
with,
to
right?
the death.
Yeah.
But yeah, what like go to vegan? Do you cook vegan?
I cook. I cook vegan. Yeah.
What do you make?
I make what do I make?
Do you go Haitian?
Like a vegan pasta.
Oh, okay, there you go.
I do that. I make that sometimes.
It's
Just
like
it's
the
good.
sauce.
Do you do like Beyond sausage or something? What do you do?
I don't. I stopped messing with Beyond stuff. Beyond.
I heard
and
it's not
Impossible.
good.
Dude, they put so much shit in there to make it taste like meat.
Exactly.
It's like you might as well just eat real meat
Eat the meat.
because there's more ingredients in there to shit
Yeah.
and they call it.
Eat it more for the taste and the nutritional value. I mean, I actually think it tastes really good.
It does taste good.
But
yeah.
but you're right. If you're talking about the nutritional value, yeah, the sodium and all the other shit in that,
and this
for sure.
cancer causing things.
Ooh.
They put is just.
That's the worst way to get cancer. How'd you get cancer? I was vegan. Hope it was worth it. This other guy's got throat cancer. He smoked a pack a day
Yes.
and drank every other hour.
They didn't
so.
say eating vagina is causing cancer.
I heard that, yeah.
But if you're gonna get it, going down on Catherine Zeta-Jones, not the worst way
Not
to
the
go.
worst way
Let's
to
be
go.
real.
Totally.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, you know, I
Entrapment.
ate pussy for like 25 years and shit. It was goddamn worth it.
I had 4 pussies a day.
Every time he stopped going down, he'd go, and all that jazz, Chicago. All right. No, Catherine Zeta-Jones. I mean, come on, dude.
Who's that?
That's
What?
his wife. Pull up Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Pull up the scene in Entrapment where she goes under the laser with her ass.
Yeah.
And she did what?
Huh? You'll see it.
Who is she an actress?
Do you not know Catherine
Michael
Zeta-Jones?
Douglas'
I'm
wife.
not good with names, man.
She's the
You
one who
know
gave
she
him
is.
cancer.
Oh, that's the one that.
Her vagina.
Oh, they still married?
Oh, yeah. That's a good husband.
He said till death.
He's the male version of Magic Johnson's wife.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He-
yeah,
she
except Magic didn't get it from his wife.
There it is. Look at that. Oh, come on. That was big in the Norman household, I'll tell
What
you
movie is that?
Entrapment.
Wasn't that Entrapping Us, that scene?
Well, the problem is she doesn't have much of an anal, but in
she
that
does.
position, it really works. One more time, Matt, for the kids at home. We don't want to. Oh,
Great
look at the
actress,
movement.
too. I mean, like,
Yes.
legit talented.
Well, hold on.
Mask of Zorro,
Let me
right?
ask you
Oh,
this.
very good.
Let me ask you this. You think that
in that Clooney
scene
movie,
came?
too.
That scene was in the
Intolerable
script?
cruelty.
That's it.
Hold up, Hammer. You think that scene was in the script, or they say, "Hey, what skills do you have?" And she said, "I could do this," and they wrote that scene in the script.
I
'cause she
don't
could do
think
that.
Hollywood's allowed to say that anymore. Back then, Will.
Yeah.
It's anybody's guess.
This is the 90s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, look at like that scene right there. Like, let's say she couldn't do that. That's some yoga type movement.
It might have been a body double, too.
Michael Douglas is Hollywood royalty, though, so I think it worked out okay for both of them.
Yeah, for
Damn,
sure.
They look like night and day. Look how young she looks.
Well,
compared to
yeah, I
him.
mean, let's be real. He's old as shit, and she's gorgeous. I mean,
But he's probably 25 years older. Let's take a guess.
is that it? 25
guess.
sounds all right.
Man, she looks hot.
I think he could be more than 25.
He might be. It might be right.
He could be 30.
Now, what is the rule here? Now, I've been drinking.
I'll tell you, my girlfriend and I the other night were like, we were just scrolling through Amazon. Like, what can we-
25. Wow, I nailed it.
25, you nailed it. Good job.
All right, thank you.
But we're going through, which, by the way, is fine when he's, 65 and she's 40. When he's 80,
And
it's
she's
55. It's a different ballgame, right?
Good
When
point.
he's 80 and how old is she? Will she be?
55.
Wait, how old is she now?
I assume they're in that
25.
ballpark, right? Is
25-year
that not
difference.
what? Is he not 80 now? He's got to be pushing it, right?
That's where the rubber meets the road. Yeah, when he turns 80 and she's 55.
So that's all fun and games when you go to Distinguished Older Gentlemen, but
When the diapers come in.
we were watching, Taylor and I were watching, we're just scrolling through Amazon. We're like, what can we watch right now we were watching that show Yellow Jackets for a while on Showtime.
Any good?
It is good.
All right, I'll check
It's
it out.
mindless. The dialogue is terrible,
Ah.
but the writing is great. If
Wait
that
a
makes
minute.
sense. The story is killer.
Oh, got it.
Christina Ricci is incredible.
Oh, I love the reach.
I love her. Juliette Lewis is hilarious.
I like
on
Lewis.
It. It's a cool cast.
Yeah.
What's her name from Togetherness? The man woman. Melanie Lipsky or something.
Oh,
She's very
okay.
good. The
Okay.
cast is excellent.
You guys are talking about all these white actors and white movies.
You know
Are there
what?
any
There's a black actress on there too. It's 4 man actors. I forgot her name because she's not.
Nicole
quite
Bahavi? Is that who it is?
I don't know, but we'll figure it out.
Tahiti Coates. I've
She's
heard of him.
52, so he's 77 then. Okay, here's the thing though.
77.
So we're scrolling through movies to watch. We get on Amazon. We get Something's Got to Give. She goes, I remember hating this movie, and I was like, I don't think it's that bad. It's Nicholson. It's Keaton. It's kind of fun, right? We turn it on. Out of the gate, it's like Nicholson is banging Amanda Peet, and you're like, and Taylor stood next to me. She goes, I love Jack Nicholson, but he's not a handsome older man.
Sure.
So the fact that he is banging Amanda Peet, and he's what 70 in this,
What does
and
Amanda
she's
Peet look like?
25. What?
Yeah, she's a hot younger lady.
Amanda Peet?
Amanda Peet is gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
And I love Jack Nicholson. But unless he's playing Jack
Oh
Nicholson.
my God, that's Amanda Peet?
Yeah. That's right up your anal, Will. I know your type.
She's married to David Benioff, by the way.
Who's that?
Game of Thrones.
Oh, that guy?
He wrote this book. What's the name? Look up David Benioff Russian war book. It's really Thieves of City or something.
You make a good point, because when you're watching a movie, you want to feel like it's real.
City of Thieves.
And
It's
so
called.
the fact that he's banging her, is he rich in the film?
Look it up. Look up.
That's a good question.
Will, you're on a podcast. Turn your fucking ringer off.
yeah,
man.
but it's just-
what would Cat Williams say about this bullshit if you want?
Will's got to do a Grubhub order.
Look at them together. It does not look normal. Look at that.
No,
and
of
I
course
love,
not.
and I am a Jack Nicholson defender to the death.
Love
but
the
this is one
nickel.
of the things like. You watch old rom-coms from like the 50s. Like we were talking about Sabrina the other week. With,
Yeah.
like, Humphrey Bogart. and Audrey Hepburn, and he's like in his 50s,
Yeah.
and she's in her 20s, and you're like, this looks fucking weird.
It
dude.
looks weird, but
That's the
isn't
scene.
that the
That's
point
the
of the
scene
movie?
that started when you was
Wait,
watching it with Taylor.
Blow that up, will
He's
you?
got to be 40 years older than her in this scene.
Easily.
Because she's playing under 30, and he's playing I
Hold
need
on.
to take Viagra.
Look how you guys are missing the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Look how good of an actress she is, acting like she's enjoying this.
But
old
here's
dude.
the question. This is the dilemma. Some women like older men. So a lot of girls get upset like,
But
oh,
are they
these...
that hot is the question.
the women that like older men.
And do the older men look like Jack Nicholson, or do they look like, who's like a really hot older guy?
Sean Connery. Oh, he died. Shit.
Yeah.
Richard Gere.
Nicholson is,
Denzel Washington.
No one is, Denzel is looking great. Nicholson,
But if he's loaded, let's say he's the CEO of Moderna.
COVID. So anyway,
Tested everybody.
Nicholson is my
Pierce
favorite.
Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan, that's a hot older
That's
guy.
a hunk.
Right.
Now, if he dates a 25-year-old, is that bad?
Now,
if she wants to fuck him. That's what my
if
point.
Pete starts fucking this dude, it's realistic.
If we're talking about accepting people,
Pete Davidson? Sorry.
No.
well, if we're talking about accepting people, we're accepting like, hey, you're into this, you should be into
Oh,
this.
that's a good point.
All I'm saying is watching that in a movie and seeing Nicholson look like
Right.
you can't look like that and like I know you're a star, so it's like if it's Jack Nicholson in real life, you could fuck anybody,
Right.
Because we believe it because you're
Right.
Jack Nicholson.
or if he's just a billionaire.
Sure.
Yes, yes.
But even Bezos is kind of shredded now. Have you seen him?
He's looking great, and I think he's got a new lady on his arm.
His arms look so good. It's like he's working in those
It
warehouses.
could be a
Am I
stunt
right?
double. He got that kind of money. He could get a stunt double.
That's true. A body double, yeah.
Yeah.
You see, he's having like a midlife crisis. He's dressing like a weird Guido club guy.
Is that his ex-wife?
No,
Yeah.
no, that's not his ex-wife.
Oh,
His ex-wife is Mackenzie. Like, no,
Oh, yeah,
she's
right
the
there
red
in the
dress.
red,
That's
yeah.
no, that's
Right
to the
there.
right. There
there's the ex-wife.
she is. Yeah.
She's doing pretty well.
She's doing crazy well,
Well, he's got a lazy eye.
and she's giving up half her money up.
What?
Yeah, she's
For
giving-
what?
She's just giving it away, like
To charity?
what?
Who is she,
what-
Cat Williams?
Brown bagging it.
Yeah, look, Bezos is kind of
That's
ripped.
Bezos.
He's ripped. He's like 58. He looks great.
That's Bezos.
Yes.
I had a thought where I was like, man, I'd love to look like that in my 50s. And I was like, shit, I'd love to look like that today.
Good point. Yeah. He looks hot. But he can afford the best trainer. He's got the best food. He's got
You're
all
right.
this shit.
It is easier to be fit when you've got people just being like, be fit.
Yes.
Or they constantly they get the best foods for you.
That too. That's
Because
what
in
I'm saying.
America, they put so much shit in the foods. Even when you're eating healthy foods, there's so much shit.
You got that right.
You know, when I gave up chicken, man, I gave up chicken 2007, August 2007. Never forget. I dropped 12 pounds in about 2 weeks.
Chicken?
Just they put a lot of hormones.
By the way, I don't
want to
shit on you, Will, but I don't want to use you giving up chicken, never forget. As a New Yorker, that offends me a little bit. 9/11, never forget. You giving up chicken?
Are you trying to say black people
Good
all they
for
do
you.
is eat chicken? You say,
I'm just saying, you giving up chicken is your 9/11.
Either way, it was burning, that chicken. That was... Why'd you give up chicken, Will?
because of the hormones.
They put a lot of shit
They
in
put a
there.
lot of shit in chicken. I went to Haiti, right? I went to Haiti one time, and the food. I remember I ate so much. And I didn't gain a pound. And then I was like, wow, I didn't gain nothing. And then someone reminded me, like, oh, Haiti.
No
all
preservatives.
The food are just
Right.
it's in house.
Organic.
A lot of farm to table in Haiti. Whereas like someplace like Jamaica, there's KFC, there's all these other influences by America. Not shit on America, but they go to these countries and they start building and they show these countries how to make food
Yeah.
in abundance.
Australia's
And
another
we'll-
one where everything is like, I feel like,
Is that right?
well, it's like all the beef is just better in Australia, I feel like.
Some places.
Well,
He's been there a lot.
you love Australia. I mean, Will,
I
you
love
travel
Australia.
like
Shout out to
crazy.
Australia.
Yeah, you travel everywhere. You've been
I
everywhere
was
for
in
comedy.
Perth, Adelaide, Kalgoorlie, Margaret River, Melbourne, Sydney.
Damn. You're like you stand out over there.
Because I'm black.
Yeah. I think you're exotic in Australia. Don't you think?
Yeah, people look at me like, hey, he don't look like an Aboriginal. Like,
Where's the spear?
damn, Mark. Holy shit.
Oh, sorry. I will say, you go to Italy. I went to Italy a couple years ago. No one's fat, and all they eat is pasta, cheese, bread. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's
because their pasta is made different.
better.
Their food is made different. Yeah.
And also, they stop eating in between. We snack like motherfuckers. Like,
we do snack.
They do have their portion control down in a different way. We're like, same with France. Like, look at the French.
Yeah.
Like, they just look like, of course, there's like, if you see like a chef there, they look like shit because they're just snacking on that shit all day. But the people that actually just eat that stuff all day, they don't look bad.
Yeah,
Right.
I actually started doing intermittent fasting a few years ago.
You did
That's
what?
like intermittent fasting.
Oh, shit.
You know what that is?
How
Where you don't eat for a while?
How many hours a day are you allowed to eat?
I'm different. I look at it as I focus on the hours I'm not eating because that's when your body's using your body fat for fuel and energy. So when you're not eating, so when you fast, your body, first place your body goes to is your stomach. There's no food there, then it goes and get the fat and breaks it down and use that. That makes sense?
Yes.
So hunger is not linear. It goes up, it peaks, and it drops. So people think, if you stay hungry, your hunger going to get higher and higher. No. Once you reach a peak, it drops because then your body just go and search for fuel. Because all fat is stored energy. Because your body's like, we don't need all this fuel. We'll just save it for later.
Yeah.
But later never comes because
then you eat again.
You eat again, and the first place again your body goes to is your stomach for fuel, and so then it never goes to the fat. So I focus on the not eating part. How much you're supposed to do 16 hours. I average 18 to 20 hours.
What?
Everybody calm down.
Wait a minute.
I'm confused.
You don't eat for 18 hours?
Intermittent fasting is you're supposed to fast for 16 hours.
What?
And you eat for 8 hours.
When do you sleep?
That's part of it.
That's part of it.
So let's say you sleep for 8 hours. That's another. Then you just have to do another 8 hours of not eating. That makes sense.
I do intermittent fucking, where I don't fuck for like a while.
Oh, I do intermittent fucking also, but I haven't fucked since 2020.
Whoa. Wait, what?
Yeah, I've been.
He was asleep the whole time. What?
Wait, you eat her
years.
out though, or does that count against the fasting?
Wait,
I have a question. So you go to bed say you sleep for 8 hours, then you wake up.
So that means you have another 8 hours of fasting.
Okay.
So let's say you wake up at 8 o'clock, right? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. So then you can eat at 3 o'clock. That makes sense?
Holy! Do you go hog wild and eat a bunch of crazy food?
I mean, you should try not. You should try and eat as healthy, but I'm telling you, it works.
Yeah.
And now I elevated. Now I'm doing a OMAD. You know OMAD?
I know Nomad. I don't know OMAD.
What the fuck does that mean?
OMAD is.
What the fuck are you
I've never heard of
What
OMAD.
is Nomad?
We need to
Nomad means you travel.
What does that have to do with a different word?
That's a good point.
What is Nomad? I never heard of Nomad.
You never heard of a nomad?
No, Nomad.
A nomad is someone who travels and has no home or place. It just,
Grifter? You don't
What does
know
Nomad
that?
stand for?
It sounds like a neighborhood in Manhattan, doesn't it? I live in
It
Nomad.
is Nomad,
Nomad, yeah.
North Madison.
Oh, okay.
It is
Well,
a
there you go.
neighborhood in Manhattan.
No, OMAD is 1 meal a day.
Oh, 1 meal a day.
Yeah,
I like it.
OMAD. And so I'll eat 1 meal a day, and then so I shut it down at 4 o'clock. I eat about 11 a.m. and then till 4.
What?
And then, but I'll eat 1 meal, and then I'll snack on fruits, veggies. Now I suck at because I eat a lot of cakes and stuff.
Okay, so you're human. You have a vice.
But they're
Yeah.
vegan cakes, right?
Yeah, but
So they suck.
Your body still look, huh?
I'm kidding. The vegan cake, are
What'd
they
you say? You
good?
said something, a racial slur?
Why did it jump to that?
It's always
God
racial.
damn.
I didn't hear it.
He
I'm
always
trying-
does this.
I just
yeah.
asked you to repeat yourself.
I said, so the cakes suck because they're vegan. Are they good cakes?
Oh, you trying to say they black cakes? Is that what you're trying to say because they suck?
Chocolate cakes are always late.
Yeah, so no, even though they're vegan cakes, it's still, your body still look at it as sugar.
Sure.
So exactly, I
But there's
see.
no sugar in it?
No, there's sugar in it.
Vegans go hard on the sugar.
I like you say your body still looks at the sugar. Why? Well, because there's sugar in it. That's why.
Because people think because they're vegan cakes, they're healthier. But no, there's. Have you seen overweight vegans? There's a gang of overweight vegans.
Oh,
and like I remember the first time I met an overweight vegan, like, oh yeah, I'm a vegan too. I'm like,
it's kind of like a sex addict who only jacks off.
Did you just?
Right.
Huh?
It's kind of like a sex addict who only jacks off a lot. Is how I look at it.
A sex addict who only jacks off.
Because it's still not that healthy. You're not actually getting the thing.
So then I'm a sex addict?
Sure.
No, you haven't had sex in 2 years.
Yeah, but I jack off a lot.
Do you? How many times a day?
So you're a narcissist.
I just once a day.
Once a day is fine.
Oh, that's healthy.
I think that's normal.
You clean up.
I used to do 3-4 times a day.
3, 4?
Yeah.
When was this?
This was like, I don't know.
Today?
2007.
You were on tour with Kat. He was handing out the money. You were doing this right here.
Wait. Is 3 times too much?
3 is a lot. I mean, look, I'll be honest. We've all been on the road where you're like, what else am I going to do?
Exactly.
I've been on the road to the point where you're like, okay, there's nothing to do. I'm going to jack off. Then you sit there and you wait. You're like, guess I'm waiting till I jack off again.
Yeah.
But
Because I'm in fucking Royal Oak, Michigan.
I do it for other reasons. I was doing it to save money. You jack off, you go to the clubs, all the power is taken away.
You don't have to buy drinks for girls.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's like you when you pull a wooden gun on Magneto.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right? And he's using his power. It's a wooden gun, Magneto.
Then try to
That's
fire
good.
the wooden gun. He's like, that's not that strong, though.
Yeah, but still, it's like, I'm pulling a wooden gun out or wooden dick out on these girls like it's a wooden dick.
Right.
Doesn't work, ladies.
Unless she's Amish.
We'll put this credit card in the bar. His forearm's this big. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I was a bed humper for a while.
Me
Really?
too. Me too.
Yeah,
You humped the bed?
I humped the bed, humped the
How
floor.
was that?
I mean, that's what I did. Then I found out, like, oh, you could do it with your hands.
Really?
Yeah.
You were bed beforehand?
I was betting. I mad hotels.
For the friction?
I fucked mad hotel bells around the beds around the world.
If you're
Oh,
listening
no.
to this, you're not tipping your housekeeping enough. Seriously, that is a tough job.
Will's the only guy whose STD is bed bugs. I've never even heard of fucking the bed before the hand. You usually graduate to the bed.
For real?
Yeah.
The hand is the most basic first step. I mean, it's right there.
No, because my first time, right?
Sexually or hand?
No, hand.
Okay.
Or self. Or
Yes.
manual.
Yes. Manual.
This would be a great time to jump in. This next ad is brought to you by Casper.
Or by Tesla.
We Might Be Drunk is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. We've talked about BetterHelp on this show before, and this month we're discussing some of the stigmas around mental health. First off, you're not a crazy person. It doesn't mean something's wrong with you. Talking to a therapist is a positive way to process your life. Look, we do therapy. You got me in. It's necessary. It's helpful. People go to the gym. People eat right. What about your mind? What about your emotions? What about your mental state? We all have trauma. We're all fucked up. We're all weirdos. Gotta get on it. Just like going to the gym or the dentist, we should be caring for our mental health as much as our physical health. BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even online or live chat sessions with your therapist so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy, and you can start communicating with your therapist in under 48 hours. Give it a try. See why over 2 million people have used BetterHelp online therapy. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and you get 10% off your first month by going to betterhelp.com/drunk. That's BetterHelp.com/drunk. And check out BetterHelp's new podcast, Getting Better. Wow, stories of mental health. Hear Meghan Trainor open up about motherhood or how NBA Hall of Famer Chris Bosh tames anxiety.
One of my favorites. Love Chris Bosh.
There you go. Find Getting Better on Apple, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts. Support the show and get 10% off your first month of online therapy. BetterHelp.com/drunk. Get on it.
My first time, I didn't know about jerking off because back, magazines and stuff,
Sure.
they never show people jerking off. You didn't talk about it. And so I would have these sexual thoughts, and then I would lay on the bed, and get an erection, and then I'll just move my hips like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And then I passed out. I remember I was on my way to sleep, but thinking about having sex with this girl. By the way, when I was young, I used to have sex. I used to masturbate to ugly girls, right? But then after I finished masturbating, I'd dream about hot girls.
So why
Like, I never fuck hot
What do you think
girls.
is that?
I don't know.
Self-esteem stuff?
I don't know what it was. I just thought, she's hot.
Were you attracted to the women that you were calling in your mind ugly?
They were, yeah.
I mean, clearly you were because you were masturbating, so maybe
Yeah.
they weren't ugly.
They was not as pretty as the hot girls, but that was, what I'm saying.
Here's what I think about that, and this is just my opinion. I could be wrong. Maybe they were attractive to you, and you were just going by what society
Ooh, interesting.
is calling attractive.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe the women that you were masturbating to, that you're like, they're ugly. Maybe they're actually attractive, and you're like, this is what society says is okay to be with.
Or maybe the people who are into feet is because they jacked off to socks when they was young, and now they love feet.
I jerked off into socks.
Yeah, dog. Are you a foot fetish?
No.
I never.
Mark
did
used
that.
to jerk off the socks, then put them on the door and say, do not disturb. People would touch the door, they say, I will not disturb.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the sock is all hard and stiff and crunchy.
Got really awkward around Christmas with the stockings. but yeah, interesting. What are we talking ugly? When you say I jerk off to an ugly gal, what are we talking here? Like,
Kind of look like me without the beard,
oh, that's pretty bad. Okay, I get
but
it.
a
now.
hot body though. A hot body.
You
Hot
got a
body.
hot body.
A hot body. I used to also be attracted. I still am, but back then I used to be only attracted to big girls.
How big?
Big. 'Cause
Really?
I didn't know what vagina was, but I knew I wanted it.
Yes.
And I thought big girls had more to give. Like big girls had bigger titties. I'm like, they got big. They must have more
Bigger vagina. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right?
Good logic.
And I was hooking up with a lot of big girls, and then I had a skinny girl, and I was like, wait a minute, this is the same amount of vagina I was getting from the big girl.
Same goes for dick. A fat guy is the same dick.
Nah, when I lost the weight, I got more dick.
What?
Yeah, how do you get more?
Maybe it just look like more.
I
I
can't explain.
think that's what it is. I think Mark has nailed it here.
I'm not making up. If you lose weight, your dick get bigger.
We're gonna need a before and after picture, Will.
No, that's crazy. Otherwise, every guy would just get fat because your dick would get bigger. And girls would be into fat guys.
When I lost the weight, my dick got bigger.
No. We hear what you're saying.
no,
I
he
see.
said-
Oh, you're right. Okay.
He thought.
Why would it get bigger?
I can't explain.
No, but I think what Mark was saying was it gets bigger by comparison.
Will weight loss lead to a larger penis? Yeah, it's an optical illusion.
Yeah.
We got to measure it.
I never measured it.
Oh, well, there you go.
I had a girl once told me I was a virgin till I was 24,
Wow.
and she told me I lied on my dick. I'm good. Yeah, I'm doing what I do. I do what I do.
Yeah.
And she told me when girls tell you your dick is big, it's because your dick is small.
Ooh.
Because what they do is the women like to get guys with little dicks to gas their heads up, and that's how they get guys with small dicks to pay for shit.
Damn.
Because they make them feel good. Oh my God, your dick is so big. Like, girl, we're going shopping after this. But when a girl
He
tell
rolls
you,
up in a Corvette. She's like, "Your dick it's the biggest dick I've ever
when
seen."
the girl tell you your dick is small, it's really big because they don't want to gas guys with big dicks heads up.
Got it. Man, I must have a huge dick. 'Cause every woman's been like, this is tiny.
So I thought I had a small dick for a
Women
long
walking
time.
by in the hallway like this, they're like, "Thank you."
I thought I had a small dick for a long time.
Really?
Because girls was like, oh my God, it's big. I'm like, here we go again.
Oh,
Well, if you
interesting.
never used a communal shower, you're packing heat, buddy.
A communal shower.
Yeah, you've never been like a gym where there's like a lot
No,
of
that-
naked people.
We don't do that in the hood.
Ah.
Yeah, I just go home, take a shower.
What about
I
the
know
gym?
this. I'd still go home, take a shower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you are a
I mean,
gym
these
rat.
athlete's foot and all that shit.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
You know, I started like now recently in my later years using the local bathrooms to take a shower, but I use flip flops.
Oh, yeah. What about underwear? You go wear underwear in the shower?
Yeah, I go in. No. It's a solo shower, not.
Oh, solo.
Yeah, not
Smart.
Not no prison showers.
Got it. Well, in my high school, we took showers together.
For real?
Yeah. It was awkward.
What happened?
Well, you were glad when an Asian guy walked in.
You dropped the soap?
No, I went body wash. Nobody's dropping that. But yeah.
You dropped the body wash. You're like, fuck it, I'll buy a new one.
Yeah, exactly.
What? Yeah, no. We used to summer camp. We used to shower with kids, and it was like, yeah, you know.
Well, you shower with kids, what?
Yeah, dude. I was 24. I was like, let's fucking let the good times roll.
He went to the Epstein camp.
Yeah.
But wait, this is a Jewish camp.
Yeah.
All right, at least you guys are all in the same background.
Epstein was Jewish.
I know. I'm just saying. I went to school with everybody, and it was a UN of dicks.
Oh yeah, the Jewish camp is all circumcised, right?
Yeah, usually. No, there's a few people that weren't, but yeah, usually.
Did they get bullied? Look at you.
That's a weird bully walking in. All right, pussies. Which one of you didn't see a moil? Huh?
A moil?
Yeah, that's the guy who circumcises you.
Well, you do
It's
it like
called
that.
a moil. Oh, because you cut it. You put a little wine on the
I heard
baby's
sometimes they
tongue
use
and
their
you
teeth.
cut it. The what?
They use their teeth like.
They bite it off.
Yeah, I heard one guy use his teeth,
I heard they kiss it after. Is that true?
and there was no. I heard a story. Do they kiss it?
Oh, I heard they suck the blood, and then sometimes a baby will get herpes because
Yeah,
maybe
that's
the
what I'm
moil has
saying.
herpes.
There was a moil.
Give it a goog.
He would cut it, and then he'll do like this.
I heard that too.
and
actually.
then he'll.
Jesus Christ.
There it is.
It's the worst way to get herpes imaginable.
Oh my God, I know.
A toilet seat just moved up a notch. You got it from a fucking moil.
Yeah.
Moil sounds like it's a derogatory.
Yeah, moil. This guy's a
fucking
fucking moil. You're right, it does.
Too many moils moving into my neighborhood. I'll tell you. I'll tell you. A good moil really seems to care. All right.
Now
How you get infected? The damn goddamn moil.
Yeah. Now you grew up in Brooklyn when Brooklyn was terrifying.
Brooklyn. Yeah, East New York.
East New York.
East New York is
still bad.
It's tough. It's
Yeah,
a
I
tough
lock my
neighborhood.
doors when I drive around East New York.
Yeah.
Wow, it'll never get gentrified.
No, white people move in and move right back out a week later.
I was
Damn.
on a train and it was a guy fucking with me on the train. This was many years ago. I was coming back from a gig in Princeton. I was doing a shithole club called Catch a Rising Star in a hotel.
New Jersey.
But they let me headline. This was many years ago. And I remember getting on the train, and I'm fucking like, fuck this. I'm drinking a fucking Buffalo Trace on the train, so I'm pounding a whiskey, waiting to go back. It's one of
On
those
the
like
train?
Yeah, I'm like done with the weekend. I'm taking the New Jersey Transit home. I get on a train, some guy starts fucking with me on the train.
What he look like?
Weird looking guy.
Describe him,
Small
please.
guy, white. Calm down. And he's fucking with me. And
bit of a
What's
moil.
fucking
he's
with
one of those.
Fuck with me.
He starts
broad.
asking. This is what he asked me. He goes. He starts poking people. He's just like asking
What?
provocative questions. He goes, "What do you think about immigration?" And I've had like drinks in me, so I'm drunk. I'm just like, I think they're taking our damn jobs, trying to be funny. I'm like, clearly this guy's gonna know I'm joking. It's
funny.
I don't feel that way. I'm trying to be funny. And the
Yeah.
guy goes, "You're a fucking bigot." And I'm like, "You're a crazy guy. Like, I'm not doing
Yeah.
this." He starts fucking with me. He goes, "I'm gonna hurt you." And I'm like, "Oh fuck."
This
So
is
he's
pre-Twitter, I guess, when you had to do it in person.
so we're walking we're walking along the tracks. I'm trying to avoid him.
Oh,
waiting for
wow.
the train. He's fucking with me. And I remember I'm texting Hanley like, "Oh, this dude's fucking. You just need
You
a
think
friend."
Hanley
to
gonna
be-
come and save you?
No, but I just wanted a vent. I just
We're
wanted
gonna
to
say,
come
hey guy, cool. You want to come to this bathroom?
Phil's
that we all
like,
share?
"Just take this Rolex, run!" The guy chases it. No,
But what year are we talking?
2012.
Okay,
2011.
okay, all right.
And I remember just being like, "God damn, this guy's fucking with me." And like, he's crazy. Like he's got nothing to lose. So I'm like, just trying to avoid it.
Yeah.
I'm hiding on the train. I'm trying to avoid him. I finally elude him. Right. I'm sitting on the train, ignoring him.
You're hiding on the train.
On the platform.
I get on the train finally.
He said
it
on the
comes.
train. He's
yeah,
hiding.
no. So
Oh.
I find like a window seat. I'm kind of just. I found a way to get away from this guy. He starts fucking with other people. He's not in the right mind.
Right.
He goes up to another guy. "What do you think about immigration?" And he starts fucking with the wrong guy.
Hold
He's on
on.
my car.
What was it? What was it? Some people's answers.
I don't remember, but I do remember. This is the part where it turned. Is a guy. He says to the guy, "What do you think about immigration?" And the guy goes, "The fuck did you say to me?" And he goes, "What do you think?" And the guy's a tough looking dude, and he goes, "East New York, motherfucker." And I was like, "That sounds tough."
Yeah.
I can't say Chelsea, motherfucker. We got a burgeoning art community. What? No. But he got in the guy's
Soho,
face.
bitch. Soho. Break yourself.
Well, he gets in the guy's fucking face to the point that I'm like, oh, this is fucking.
Hold on, slow down, Hammer. What did the guy look like?
So this is when it got creepy. The guy who was talking shit takes his hat off, and I'm like, this dude cuts his own hair, and not in a cute way, in a way that like he's missing a lot of parts here. I'm like, this doesn't look good.
Looked like he fell asleep on the train tracks.
Yeah, he doesn't look. Something's off, and you're like, this dude's. It's like you don't want to fuck with a dude who's got nothing. And that's what this dude has.
Yes.
So that's why I was kind of like, let me just try to get away from this shit. I'm not an idiot. When someone fucks with you, you get away. You don't try to engage with that shit because they're fucking with you because this is all they have.
Yes.
You know. So this other dude is a tough looking dude.
What he look like?
I'm not gonna say his race because it could be any race, but he's screaming East New York, motherfucker, and he's like in his face, and he's built. He's like a tough looking guy, and I was like, first off, this dude's my guardian angel.
Yeah.
Second off, like I would not fuck with this guy. He's talking shit in a way like East New York, what? And I'm like, he's gonna kill this guy.
Oh, he's Asian.
Anyway, this Filipino gentleman who's saving me, East New York, motherfucker, in his face, and the guy is like, he's like backing down a little bit. The ticket guy is like, guys, please, and he's like, fuck off, and the guy's like, runs away. The
ticket guy runs away.
Yeah, he doesn't. This dude who's fucking starting shit is like, no one wants to get in his way. You know, let him do what he wants. The train stops. The cops come. They both get arrested. And I'm like,
what? Did he ever, were there fisticuffs or anything?
I didn't see it.
Oh, okay.
But it was like right there. If it happened, it happened. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I missed that part because I'm like, I'm gonna throw on some fucking music. Throw in the earphones, you know. But I'm like, let them do whatever the fuck they want. I'm glad he fucked with another dude. Cause I think that's what city type of shit prepares you for, is that you're like, I know when to walk away because I know I'm not a fighter. So when people talk shit to me, I'm like, I'm going to go over here. You're going to keep talking shit. You'll run into the wrong guy. And that's natural selection, baby.
Exactly. Good point.
Because he's going to fuck your ass up and we're going to get rid of this shit talking.
Yes. I can't believe
that guy ain't me.
Yeah. Sam, I got to confess, that ending was underwhelming. I thought you was going somewhere else with it.
Yeah, you think with a turtleneck on, he'd be in the moth.
East New York, bitch. And the guy was like, what?
Here's what Will wanted to hear. He wanted the guy with the shitty hair to go, put your mouth on the curb. I'm like, that's what you want to hear from me.
I thought it was going to be some crazy shit.
I thought so too.
But thank you, Mark.
Yeah.
No, the cops came and they both got arrested. That's all that happened.
Oh, right. That's just another day.
Well, it's another day. We're talking about East New York. That made me think of it. I apologize.
East New York is tough, man.
Yeah.
East New York. Yeah. They used to steal your. I used to have. My mother bought me some expensive sneakers one time. And she said, they ever steal them, never again. Right. So I used to carry my cheap sneakers and my expensive sneakers.
Wow.
So when I got to my school and the good neighborhoods, I had my expensive sneakers on. Then when the neighborhood was getting a little, motherfucker, I swapped sneakers, and those cheap sneakers were my guardian angels.
Really?
They were my East New York, bitch, because they'll look at your feet, they're like, oh yeah, he ain't talking about nothing.
You
know what I'm saying?
What were the cheap and what were the expensive?
The boat shoes.
The Sperry?
The white people wear.
Yeah.
No, you know what I'm saying?
You're wearing boat shoes in East New York?
Yeah, but they cheap boat shoes, like $3. It was in a big basket.
River shoes.
Huh?
I'm fucking
Yeah, it was cheap shoes. But those shoes are the ones that saved me all the time. And I used to have two watches.
What were the expensive ones?
Oh, I had Adidas. I have some Adidas.
Ooh, that was back in the Run DMC.
Yeah.
Adidas. Shell toe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the shitty bike and the good bike in my neighborhood, but every time I took the good bike, I would get stolen. And then I would see the guy riding around on my bike.
Stolen from you, or you left it and it got stolen?
Both. I've had both. I got the bike stolen from under me twice, and then once.
How they take it? What they do?
One time it was a Christmas gift, and they stole it on like Christmas Eve.
Where?
In my neighborhood.
No, but how did they take it from you, though?
Oh, they just, one time, 3 guys, they were a little older than me. So embarrassing. I came from summer camp, and I had face paint. It was face paint day, and we painted shit on kids, like really little kids. I was probably 13, and I had a rainbow on this side and like a candy bar or a cloud or something cute on the other, a unicorn.
You deserve to get your bike stolen. But
I know. And these kids kept rubbing their front tire on my back tire, and I was like, I'm good. But the face paint, I'm a sitting duck.
Oh, they was on bikes also?
Yeah. And then
it's like Mad Max.
It was it felt just like that. And I'm like so close to home. I'm like 3 blocks away, but they kept rubbing their front tire on my back tire, and I was like, I'm good. And then they
what were they telling you? What were they saying?
Like, let me try your bike. That's what they kept saying. Right. And I was like, I'm good. No, thank you. And they would pull up in front of me, and I had to stop. And
you couldn't outrace them?
No, I couldn't. These guys were I was on like a regular bike. These guys had souped up bikes.
Right.
And eventually, I was sitting on the bike, and I remember telling myself, don't get off the bike. If you get off the bike, it's over. And eventually, one of the guys pushed me, and I fell off the bike, but I kept holding the handle, and he did like that, and my hand fell off, and he went, check ya, and rode away. And I started crying and ran home. Fun times.
How old were you?
I was like 13.
Oh, I was going to say last week.
Yeah, I was 28. Yeah.
Mark still paints his face, and it does not play well here in downtown Manhattan.
I know. I should have gone
What kind of bike was it?
It was a nice bike, too. It was like a mountain bike.
Oh, your mom's bought it for you?
Yeah, and I remember my bike got stolen Christmas Eve, and I remember Christmas morning, they rode past us, and my dad was like, motherfucker, this neighborhood. He went nuts.
Your dad didn't go out to the bike?
Well, they were riding away. Was he going to run after it? He was in a robe.
Get in the car, and then his car wheel with their bike tire.
Oh, I wish. He didn't care that much. But he was just like, I spent, $50 on that thing. And that was in the 90s.
What, Will, do you have any peeves? Any pet peeves? Any things that really bother you lately?
Pet peeve.
Sickle cell. Let's see. What else? The man.
I don't like when people keep saying the same thing over and over again. Like if we're talking, they keep saying, oh, I really like that. Oh, I really like, I get it.
Oh, yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Because then you have to keep reacting.
Yeah, like you don't know how to, yeah.
Well, it's like the conversation has come to a standstill. They're not adding anything new.
They're not adding anything new, but they keep bringing up every few seconds. Oh, that's a nice jacket, man. All right, thanks.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Because if you stop going, all right, I got it, they go, Jesus, I'm just trying to compliment you.
And Will's like, first off, this is my cheap jacket. The good one's in the bag right here. All right?
Yeah. I'm with you on that. The repeating.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pet peeve.
I hate when somebody tells a joke and it doesn't get a laugh, so they keep telling it like, you guys must have missed it. Like, no, the joke sucked. You should have just kept it going, kept it quiet, but you had to keep telling the joke over.
I think I retold one on this episode because Will said what, and I hated myself for it. I was angry I did it because I know people were listening like, why'd you retell that shitty joke,
But
Sam?
the what?
I'm sorry.
The what prompts the retelling.
I know.
I'm talking about the guy who just bombing, and he keeps telling it like, oh, you guys must have missed it. Like, no, we caught it.
No, you should never retell a joke, honestly, because if it didn't get a laugh the first time, there might be a reason for that.
Right.
Oh, you know when comics they where they stick to the script so much, like they don't veer away from the script, so they'll do a joke, and let's say the crowd is not laughing, they'll still stick to the script. They'll be like, yeah, and I took my wife's pillow. You laugh now, but my wife didn't think it's funny.
Yes.
It's like the crowd's not even laughing.
Yeah.
You laugh now, but my wife didn't think it was funny. It's like, dude, like
The autopilot comedian.
Yeah, comics all the time.
We call them the push play comic, right? Where they're like, they have the crowd work that's preordained, so they kind of look at someone like, this black guy knows what I'm talking about. It's like a white guy right there.
Yeah.
That's how scripted their act is.
Or how about the guy who's like, so I fucked your wife the other day. Oh, you guys can't handle it? Like, no, we're on board. We were all laughing. What do you mean can't handle it? Then they have a joke about how you can't handle it. Like, no, we're fine.
Yeah, we always laughing. What are you talking about?
The guy with the pre-scripted rant.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't like that joke? Here's a 2-minute rant why you should have. And they're like, no, we all liked the joke.
We laughed.
What are you doing?
Or they'll point to someone in the back, or the person in the back didn't like it. Like, who's
Right. I mean, I'll go as far, and this is maybe I shouldn't say out loud, but the comic who, like the Middle Eastern comic goes on, I know you thought I was a terrorist. No, you were booked. You're a comedian. It's America. Like, no one thought you were a terrorist.
Oh,
no,
you know what?
No one's like, this guy's good. He's a terrorist.
You know what happened to me in what year was that? 98? I won't say the name of the comedy club though. I went to a comedy club.
It's Dangerfields.
And I asked, can I get on? And they said, oh, we already have our black comic for the week.
Whoa. For the week?
Yeah,
For the week.
We already have our black comic for the week. But you got to understand, right? Back then, I thought that was the norm because it was white clubs, white people, white comedians.
Though.
So I'm thinking, okay, maybe I'm thinking, I'm not thinking racist. I'm thinking, oh, maybe the white crowd don't want to see black comics. And like, another black comic. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking,
it should be at least a month.
It's not February. Yeah. So, but I mean, as crazy as that sounds today.
Yeah.
Back then, it's like I'm like, okay. So I went to another. So I started looking up clubs that didn't have a black comic.
Right.
And I'm like, damn, all these clubs got a black comic that they already fuck with.
Right. They got the token black.
You know, alt comedy where that came from.
Yeah.
I just found out what alt comedy.
Alternative.
Yeah, but it really stands for doing a comedy show at a place that's not a comedy club.
I know. I remember learning that
course.
too.
And but black comedians started that because
good
you
point.
guys wouldn't let us into the clubs,
You
right?
guys.
You
What do
guys.
mean us.
Yeah.
Well, you can't say
We're
us.
20 years younger
white-
than you, motherfucker. What do you think I'm doing?
Two of the Peet that runs a club.
Well, I can say you
Whites
stole my
and
bike.
Jews.
We can do this all day.
Oh, you didn't say it was black people.
Wow, I thought it was implied.
I could say that you're my guardian angel.
Yeah,
But I
but
will say, dude, I hear what you're saying. I mean, look.
no, but hold on. What I was
The
saying was
Negro Leagues was
what I was
technically the
saying
first
was-
all-baseball league, too.
no. What I was saying was
Oh, interesting.
I was saying was so we would start our shows at bars, restaurants, whatever. But then somehow alt comedy got turned into not like you guys took that from us.
You guys. Stop
Whitey.
pointing at us.
Yeah.
Took it from us and made it something else. Because now when you hear alt comedy, you don't think of like a comedy club, a comedy show, not a comedy
You
club.
think of weird or different comedy.
Yeah, like
nerd comedy.
You know what I'm talking about? When did that start changing?
Totally.
Alt comedy is funny. I mean, when Mark and I were coming up, we came up after you, Will, but like when we were coming up, alt comics were the ones getting all the TV shit.
Yeah.
Like Mark and I were always resentful because I think we were always kind of road guys and club guys, and we thought we were working really hard on honing our stuff, and we'd see these alt guys who got up not nearly as much as us and who we didn't think had chops, and were getting all the TV spots. So we were always a little bit like, who the fuck are these guys? Meanwhile, they were doing a totally different thing. A lot of them are hilarious. There's a lot of great alt comics, but, a lot of that stuff dried up because they were not doing the repetition where they were doing like their Brooklyn show or something, but they weren't going up in the Midwest. They weren't going up in the
Right.
South. And, there's a reason that shit played to a very small demographic, I think, sometimes.
Yeah. Ironically, it was the least inclusive kind of comedy. Like they couldn't go outside of their bubble.
Right. It was like kind of very liberal,
Yes.
but then it was kind of like all an inside joke.
Exactly.
A lot of it was, I'd find a lot of those, I do those rooms always. We had Gaffigan on last week. We talked about like the necessity to do all the rooms.
Sure.
So you can talk about all this shit, but like, and connect to any audience because there's an importance in being able to have that. And I think we all pride ourselves on that. But you do some of these rooms and it would be like some anti-comedy shit. Some guy going up mocking like a road hack. And I'd watch some of these guys like, well, you don't have the tools to even be a road hack.
Yes. Good point.
You're mocking this shit, but like to break the rules, you kind of have to know the rules a little
Right.
bit. And you see some of these great like film directors and they're kind of mocking cinema, but a lot of times it'd be like Robert Altman and you'd be like, well, he's a genius director,
Yeah,
so it'd
yeah.
be someone like that. And so
But what the thing is with alt like, okay, so that was the beginning of alt comedy, black, but somehow it switched to the type of jokes you're telling, right?
Yes.
And then the type of clubs you're working, where it's not
Good
comedy
point.
clubs, but so what did alt comedy turn into? Like, what type of jokes were people saying?
It turned into Janine Garofalo looking at her notes, and it turned into a cool coffee
Yeah,
shop.
but Colin
kinda.
Quinn does a show at the Comedy Cell every Monday. Look at his notes,
I know,
killing it.
But
so that's not.
she popularized it, and I like Janine.
I like Janine too. I think what Mark's saying is like sometimes when someone break through doing a certain thing, others follow for the wrong reasons.
Right,
like
right. It's
maybe
popular.
people saw Janine do the notes thing and they took that as a hint that they could use it as an excuse to not be funny. Like they'd look at their notes, but they'd be doing their A material.
Right.
And they'd be like, anyway, what else? And then they'd do their A shit. And it's like, all right, well, you know, you're either working on it or not. Like, we all, you know, look up to Colin Quinn because Colin is always trying to grow as a comic. And Colin is always like, you know, this sounds pretentious as fuck, but Colin is like seeking shit. Like, Colin is looking to grow as a comic always, and that's why I've always looked up to Colin.
But the alt comic is one thing, but the alt audience, do they purposely go, hey, let's go and not laugh? Like,
it sure as hell feels like it sometimes.
It does,
I don't know.
We bomb there all day long.
I go there, but I do feel like that. Some of those Brooklyn crowds, like, I'll always do it because I think it's important to always, you know, kind of do different rooms that are not.
Do the crowd know that they're alt crowd? Do they call themselves alt crowd?
No.
They're not as energized. I do think there's like more of a standards and practices in their brain being like, is this okay to laugh at?
Oh, for sure.
This is okay.
Now, the original alt crowd, black shows, they laugh.
They laugh.
Like, you watch Def Comedy Jam?
Talk about energized.
Oh, shoot.
I used to do. Do you ever do Smokey's Room at Mocha Lounge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a fucking alt room.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
My show at Boston Comedy Club every Sundays.
I heard about this.
Yeah, Bill Burr, you bring it up. He used to kill.
Yeah.
Because I had trained the room to laugh. Do what you do, laugh, but don't boo, don't heckle. Because black shows, the good comes with the bad. Like, you kill, but if you're not killing, you also will. You go kill yourself.
It's like Roman Coliseum time. It's either great or you're killing.
Whereas the Boston Comic Club, I'm like, no, we're not doing that. We're not. Heckling,
really?
We're not doing none of that. If you don't like someone, just be quiet.
That's nice.
And so Bobby Kelly, Rich Voss, Jim Norton, they used to come there and just kill.
That's the irony. Is like I've started in the alt world, and it was all about like, hey, we got to be nice and da da da. And then you go to these Brooklyn room or Bronx room minorities, it's all black rooms or whatever, and it's vicious and fun and dirty and filthy, and you're like, all the shit you guys say that minorities are all about, they're doing the other shit. You know, like it's kind of condescending in a weird way.
Well, it's Michael Che's great joke about how liberals love to be offended on behalf of other people. I always think of Michael Che's joke about that. It's like, there is something incredibly pretentious about that.
Yes.
To be like, you guys can't feel how offensive this is, so I'll feel it for you. It's very...
By the way, you can't say you guys. You got to say you, them.
You, them. Marina Franklin's great joke about... I love Marina's joke about how pronouns... Like, you're going to make me say they... about someone, you're gonna make me talk like a runaway slave. They went that way. I mean, like, that's a fucking brilliant joke.
Brilliant joke.
You just hacked it and you just made it. You just messed it up.
I messed it up.
Now you can't use it on. She can't use it on the road. I'm joking.
Fuck. Sorry,
I think
Marina.
that joke's out there.
No, she did on Conan.
All right.
She's funny as hell.
I love Marina.
Marina.
I will say this, you know, which, by the way, I hate when people say that. That's a peeve, and I just did it myself. I just built up what I will say this. Fuck me. What am I gonna say?
You know, another thing when people say at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What would
at
you say?
midday, I'm gonna say this.
Right. Exactly.
You know what? Top of the morning. I think it should be said.
Oh, let me find some more peeves.
Yeah.
How about this one? The guy who won't stop harping on the fact that he's making a point. You know, he's like, I'll tell you, I think whiskey is better than vodka. You go, I like whiskey too. He's like, I'm just saying, whiskey's better than vodka. I'm a fan. I'm not a huge fan of vodka. I like whiskey. I'm with you. But look, can a guy have an opinion? I agree with you, motherfucker. Give it up. It's over. It's kind of going back to this guy who says the same shit over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we just get bored easily. We all live in our heads.
Right.
So when someone's speaking just to speak, we're just like, we can be silent.
Oh, I know another pet peeve I hate.
Hit me.
When a hot girl this is like this is back then I used to hate it. When a hot girl walked by and another dude was looking at me like, hey, huh? Like, dude, I'm not, come on.
What's wrong with that?
I purposely not look at, like, when a hot girl walk by and there's dudes around, I purposely not look at guys' faces because I don't want them to go, yeah, that's the, she's like.
So you look at the woman instead?
Yeah, like, what
you
the
think
fuck
that's
is
a
wrong?
better move? You think the guy's like, oh, cool, he's just checking out the woman I'm with?
No, I'm saying, like, you don't talk about when a girl walked by and another guy would look and two guys look at each other like two stranger dudes like, huh? I hate that.
What's
like,
the other option? You look at her, I feel like.
No, but I'm saying I don't enjoy her on your own. Don't freaking bring me into this.
Don't bring him into like, well done.
Yeah, like
Yeah, no, I hear that.
You know,
What is it, a gay thing?
No, I think it's just a kind of like you're trying to bond over a chick, and that's weird. It's just like.
I think that's a great unifier. I mean, every race, every guy from any place in the world, a beautiful woman walks in, we all go, hey, she's hot, huh?
No, but he's talking about if it's like you're with that woman.
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird. I get you on that.
I mean, women already have it hard. And like I always I tell guys, like, you know what it is to be a woman, like walking around, go to prison.
I feel like they're not going to take you up on that dare.
Yeah.
Go to prison, and you feel like what it is to be a woman walking about.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like you constantly.
That's a good bit. That's funny.
You want to know what it's like to be a woman? Fucking walk through fucking Rikers with those lips, buddy. That's what you'll feel what it's like.
Well, these women luckily don't have to shower publicly. But yeah, I like that. That's a good point.
What's another pet peeve?
What about the women or the guys who claim to be a woman when they go to prison? That's a smart move.
That's
So
yeah.
then they go to women's prison. They go, I identify as a woman.
Do you want a man?
Is that where they go to?
Yeah, if you identify as a woman, I think it was in Australia. There's a good story about this. These guys identified as women and they went to women's prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, which sounds like a comedy movie.
That sounds like it sounds like Bosom Buddies now.
True story.
I got to
watch
pee.
Bosom Buddies. Nothing
Yeah,
too soon.
I love bosom buddies.
I got peeve when people will post shit like this, like name something better. I'll wait.
Well,
Well, you're gonna be waiting a long time because I'm not gonna be conversing with you, motherfucker.
You talking on social media?
Yeah, name something better. I'll wait.
Yeah, the reason no one has a response is because we just hate you so much. So we're not going to play your fucking game.
Well, that's the hard thing. Like, Will is obviously we're all doing the road, so we have to be somewhat COVID cautious because, we don't want to cancel a weekend.
Sure.
Right? Like, we get COVID.
A weekend, a week, 2 weeks.
A week, right? Yeah. You could, look, you got to get a negative test. So we're all boosted, so I don't think the symptoms are going to be horrible at our age, but, like, you have to look at that shit as, like, that's a lot of money to leave on the table.
Yeah.
But like certain people now you talk to, you have a conversation with someone, you used to have a stop and chat, it would annoy you because you didn't want to talk to that person. Now you're like, this is the person that's going to fucking infect me.
Yeah.
This conversation I don't want to have.
So true.
Is going to give me COVID.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I like torn with it. We torn with Aziz. I think I told you guys. Like he keeps the bubble tight, and it's fun because it's a fun bunch. So it's not like you gotta go out and find fun shit to do.
Right.
Like we all, me, Phil, Ricky Velez, Beth. You got to know Beth, right?
Yeah, Beth. Tour manager Beth.
I love Beth.
One of the
Beth
best.
is fucking amazing.
Great
Good egg.
Yeah.
She's booking Mulaney shit now.
Yeah, she worked. And just that it's just fun. Like it's like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? We don't need anything else. I hate a pet peeve currently for me is people with their masks just on their mouth, but
the nose is out,
and they talking to you.
You're like, well, just go no mask at that point. It's silly. It's like wearing your underwear right here.
Yeah. It feels silly to go commando.
Yeah.
What happened to that dude that wore a thong on his face on the plane?
He actually got hired by Victoria's Secret. But I saw that. That was funny.
That's like that guy's an asshole for so many reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's all good peeves. Can I give you guys a rec?
Give me a rec.
What's a rec?
Recommendation.
Jeez. Oh, I thought like a rec, like E-rec, but just a rec. So a rec and E-rec.
Here's my rec, man. It's simple. It's easy. It's you guys. A lot of you guys. It's January. You're trying to be healthy, right? Who's not trying to be? I mean, as I say this, I'm guzzling scotch.
Yeah.
You say this is we're all trying to be a little more healthy in January. That's just how it is.
Sure.
Healthy snack that's delicious. I don't know if we've done this before. We drink every episode, Mark. But take some grapes, throw them in the freezer. It's a fucking treat.
Oh, my lady does this every night.
They're great treats.
She loves it. Yeah, it's
they're
a good
delicious.
Move. It's a little cold for me.
I throw them right next to the fetus in my
frozen
freezer.
Grapes?
And
frozen grapes?
Yeah.
With your medication?
You don't like them?
I mean,
you're vegan. You could get by on that.
What, just frozen? I don't. Maybe I don't like the. Can I give a rec? Can I give a rec?
Sure, it better be better than this.
We'd be honored.
I'll wait.
If you're talking to someone and you're not sure they got COVID or not, right?
Yeah.
All you got to do is while they yabba dabba doing, don't inhale. So, like, if you're yapping, right, go ahead, yap.
Hey, Will, you look great. And I think it's cool that you're vegan. And also, I see what you're doing. You're not inhaling.
Exactly.
Yeah, like Bill Clinton. Don't inhale. But what do you do when he talks forever? You got to go, how's that work?
Well, then you get up and go, I'll go to the bathroom.
Does that keep you from getting COVID, not inhaling?
Well, because you inhale, not, say you think of your nose like a vacuum.
Yep.
It's sucking in the COVID.
I think you can still get it without inhaling.
Not necessarily.
Really?
Because it just hopefully.
Matt, is this true?
I assume.
How can you get it? If you're not sucking it in your nose, how can it goes in?
That's why we wear a mask.
Yeah, but because you inhale.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying if someone's yapping.
I'm not saying
Right.
you're wrong. I'm just saying I don't know if this is true.
I'm
just
saying
curious.
someone yabba dabba doing about nothing. You just.
It has made talking to people you don't want to talk to a little more intense. Where you're
sure.
like, I'm not even worried really about getting sick. I'm more worried about canceling dates at this point.
Yeah,
Right,
but I
right.
want
Because Omicron is not really.
I thought it was Omicron.
Omicron, sorry.
It's not hard. Not
The
harsh.
symptoms seem to be mild. If you, especially guys like us who are all boosted, if you get vaccinated, the symptoms seem to be boosted. It's more just about like if you test positive, you're not supposed to travel and work. So you have to isolate. I mean, first off, if you're vaccinated, they should reduce that fucking. I think they have reduced it to 5 days.
They have.
So that's something.
What do you got here? So, Brad, free strangers on the street or when you share.
Don't inhale. Well, you're fucking good. Buddy.
I mean, how else would it get in?
Huh?
How else would it get in? It makes sense.
Yeah. See?
There you go. So
Well
only
done,
do
buddy.
anal
Don't.
or doggy style, because then you can still fuck and not inhale.
I tried anal one time.
If you're not breathing in,
Did it
you
hurt?
dramatically cut down on the risk. Logically, I mean, hey, this is all about risk, right?
Risk reward, folks.
Wait, can I tell y'all something?
Please.
I thought taking anal and giving anal was. I thought giving anal like you give your ass, and taking anal you taking ass.
Did you go to prison?
No, but doesn't that sound like
It does, yeah.
right? If you didn't know English language,
You're
someone's-
interesting, Will, because you're like in prison. I don't know who you'd be. That's the thing, because you are a boxer. You're tough.
Hold up.
But you're also not a huge guy. I mean, you're
And
a
you're
lightweight
sweet.
boxer.
Easy hammer.
What is this hammer thing? Where'd that come from?
If you didn't know English and someone said, "Yo, you want to give anal, you want to take anal," what would you say?
I would say you need to learn English.
No, are you on medication? I'm saying if you didn't know
yes,
English,
I am.
if you didn't know English, if-
Alcohol.
and someone said you want to give anal, take anal, what would you say?
I would rather give it.
You give your anal.
I'd rather give my penis.
No, but I'm saying if you,
He's got a point. He's got a point.
thank you.
Because you're like giving up your ass.
Yeah, give
This is
anal.
like
It's a
Carlin.
gift.
This is like Carlin in prison.
How did giving anal turn the other way?
You got something here.
I think someone came up with it to trick you. Hey, you want to give anal? Yeah, I'll give anal.
Yeah, because the girl says, I'll give him some pussy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll give him some anal.
yeah. So
Hey,
am I?
you got
How am I wrong?
All right. All
So
right.
Have you?
When
given
my
it
girlfriend says I'm going to give him some pussy, she actually puts a strap-on on. But you guys do what you have to do.
Yeah, no, that's
and
pegging.
hey,
Pegging.
you do what you
That's
have to
her name.
do.
you pegged before?
I haven't. Have you?
No, I never.
Would you?
No, I wouldn't get. I don't even like a tongue in my asshole.
Really?
What?
Yeah,
You told me you did. That was the worst night of my life.
That's how we fucking bonded, buddy. Would you ever, Mark?
Take a tongue?
No,
Hell
pegging.
yeah. I've
How
taken a
about,
tongue.
how about a pegging?
No, I don't think so.
Why did she put a strap on with a little tongue?
Oh, now you're talking. Is
Right?
it wet?
It's a wet tongue, but is
I'll
that
take it.
considered pegging?
No.
And it's a Gene Simmons strap-on. It's
Gene
That's a
Simmons.
that's a 8-inch
Kiss.
tongue there.
that's funny shit.
but you know,
No, in East New York, you take some ox tongue. Is it ox tongue?
Oxtail.
Tail, damn it. But you guys eat tongue?
Yeah, cow tongue.
Cow tongue.
yeah, that's a Jewish deli thing too, and
Oh.
and Mexicans do.
Oh, they do
Jews-
tongue?
Jews eat
Yeah.
cow tongue?
Oh yeah,
Get out of here.
yeah. It's a deli meat thing.
I always
Sliced.
knew blacks and Jews were similar.
We're very similar, brother.
There you go.
Jon Stewart used to have the great bit is how Jews, we complain, black people the blues. Like we had the idea, you guys put it to music. That was
That's
the Jon
great.
You
Stewart
wear
bit.
baseball caps, you wear yarmulkes.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
But you know,
Okay.
what were we talking about before this?
You had the apartments and we
pegging.
rent them.
Pegging.
Who's benefiting from pegging?
The guy.
Yeah, the guy. It's your prostate is the male G spot. Right?
Now,
just a hint.
Now, can two dudes peg?
I don't know.
You don't need the strap on.
Well, I'm not attracted to men, so I think like the argument is now like, you know, is taken in the ass gay, and the answer is no.
Hold
of course
on, taking or giving?
I knew it was going there. I walked into that one.
No,
I don't see gender.
After this,
so.
I should say I limped, but no, I do think the whole thing is like there is a homophobia around it, but. The male G spot is in the butthole. Like
everybody keeps saying this. Who said this?
Who said it? I don't know. Matt, am I wrong? Can we get some data to back me up, please?
I've heard that you milk the prostate.
You milk it.
Yeah.
Have you? If you've never had it work properly, then I feel sorry for you. I used to have a bit about this.
You get the milk going?
I love the milk.
Really?
What's the milk? Wait, what's that?
There it is in the
Just
rectum.
a hint. I go just a hint.
What's the get the milk going? I don't know what that means.
Milk the prostate in your butthole.
What that
Brother,
mean?
you're on Wild Turkey. I'm on Lagavulin right here.
Really?
Yeah, motherfucker.
What is get the milk going?
Now let me ask you this: you ever had a lady and you go, "Hey, can you milk me?" And she goes, "I don't do that shit."
No.
Oh wow!
I don't think. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I don't remember that shit. But like, yeah. I mean, also, if a woman's not into something, you just say, "Cool." I mean, it's like people are not into shit. I don't remember who's into what. But
right.
I will say this.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some chicks like it.
It is. I mean, I think I'm into getting a woman off. So
Sure.
why wouldn't she be into getting me off?
Yeah.
I'm more into getting a woman off than getting me off.
Same.
Yeah,
You're a giver.
I freaking get turned on by when a woman get turned on.
Same.
Like I'm like
As do I. But I think I'd like the favor returned.
like
I
many
think that's
times I
fair.
go to sleep uncummed.
Oh really?
Uncummed?
Uncummed.
Damn.
I think you just say regular.
That's not a term. Uncummed.
Maybe a pegging is in order.
What?
Well, I'm just saying, if you can't get off,
I think
No,
you
no,
probably
no,
have to
you're-
work
you're
your way up
missing
to
the
that.
point.
I think if you've never had a finger in the ass and you just get pegged, you'd be like, "This is fucking horrible."
No, you missed the point. Meaning, I enjoy like she comes once, twice, 3 times, and my night is done. I'm good.
Well, you're too much. I mean, you're like a busboy in the bedroom. You may as well just fucking call your night up. I mean, here's my thing. You deserve some loving too.
You just call me boy.
and he said you take the
Is
bus.
that what we're gonna call this episode, Matt? Jesus Christ! I've walked into a few this episode.
I've made a sickle cell joke. I've made all these jokes, and he's just going after
No,
you.
he trolls me because Will. Here's the thing: Will has trolled me for years, and that's part of our friendship. I mean,
Maybe because you look like he drove Amistad with that fucking turtleneck on. He was the sea captain.
You look like.
I wore the wrong shirt for this episode. It's heat tech. It keeps you warm. It's freezing. It's 25 degrees outside.
Heat Tech. I think I went to that school. Heat Tech.
I went to University Heat Online, but
You got a bit you're working on?
A bit.
A joke? A premise?
can I pull
A
it up real
half-baked
quick?
idea?
Hold on, let me take a look real quick.
All right. I got too many bits, so I'd rather work on you guys.
I've got a
'cause
few turds right here.
I'd rather you guys come than me get off. All right, Will, what do you got?
You go first.
All right, Sam, you got one?
You go first, Mom.
All right, I got a bit idea. Now, this might have been done, so tell me if you've heard this.
Please,
but,
I feel the same about mine.
okay. You listen to hip hop, and a lot of rappers like claim to be gangsters, and it's very mob influenced. It's like Scarface, Gangstar, Mobb Deep, 3 6 Mafia. It's very mob heavy, but yet all they do is go on a microphone and snitch. They go, "This is who I'm fucking. This is who I'm killing. This is how much money I make." Where a real mobster would never do that. If a real mobster was a rapper, he'd be like, "I'm in sanitation. I'm a family man. That guy who died on 23rd Street. I don't know anything about that." It'd be the opposite of rap. So that's where I'm at.
Interesting, yeah.
The name of the song will be called "I Don't Know What You're Talking About."
That's good.
Check out my new album, Waste Management.
Yes,
It's,
I'm in construction.
Yeah, there's something funny about that, about like really being a gangster, the less you say is gangster.
Right.
I remember listening to Vincent Curatala on DePaulo's podcast, and he played Johnny Sack on The Sopranos. And he said everyone was yelling in the audition room for that role, Johnny Sack, and he goes, "I'm gonna whisper, Because that's what being a gangster is.
Interesting.
Being a gangster is real power, so you don't have to yell.
Right.
Whisper. So that's kind of what you're saying, right?
Interesting. Totally.
Still water runs deep.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you think there's something here with this bit? You think
Well, I
there's
think,
legs?
I think it's funny. Like vague is power.
Vegas power, yeah. Because
Who am I
think you should
fucking?
actually come up with a rap.
Doesn't matter. I've got options. That's the point.
Yeah.
I think you should actually come up with 2 bars real quick.
Yeah, I think you're right.
That'll be funny.
I actually wrote some shit down.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Oh shit, this is scary.
I mean, go all the way out, Hammer.
All right. Rapper, I make stack after stack from selling crack. I'm the richest man in the nation. Mobster says, I make a comfortable living. I'm in sanitation. So I got 20 more bars of that.
I do okay.
I do okay is funny.
I do okay, yeah.
Because they're all like, my kids, I'm a family man. They got their Gumar. Whereas a rapper's like, I fuck every chick in America, you know?
Well, that's the other thing is like real gangster shit is like real rich people act like they're poor.
Aha.
Because like gangsters are always like, you know, if you hear like rap, they're like, a lot of it's bravado. So it's like you're selling records by being like, this is how much I have. But look about like rich people don't tip.
No.
Interesting.
Like think
And they
about
drive
how,
a Prius.
They don't tip at all. I heard Puffy doesn't tip at all.
Really?
Yeah.
yeah.
But I mean, how much money are you saving?
Exactly.
I've actually heard him once say, "More money, more problems."
Crazy. Or you know, the chorus line could be, "You ask me what it's about, I tell you I don't know what you're talking about." Nothing.
Oh, I thought that was a real song. you had me there. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's funny. All right. That was mine. And I read a rap, so you guys are up.
I got. I found out that people who take antidepressant pills, they pee most of it out. Your body just most of it goes in your pee. So you pee, most of it just goes in the ocean, which is perfect because you ever see fish? They look all depressed.
Right.
Fish are just.
Yeah.
They need more antidepressant pills. That's why they always grab the hook. I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh, the suicide.
Yeah.
That's great. I like it.
How you know these fishes are like just like I'm okay, you know what? Yo, you know you're not supposed to bite the hook. Fuck that. I'm out of here.
At least their goodbye world comes with a treat.
Oh, yeah, the worm, the bait.
We jump off a roof. They get a fucking cookie on the way out.
Yeah, you jump on your worm, they eat the worm.
Oh, maybe when you know some people catch and release, they throw them back. The fish is like, "What the fuck?
Yo.
I got out. I was trying to kill myself."
It's like when you take pills and they pump your stomach.
Yeah. It's like,
That's
what?
funny, dude. That's something.
That's funny. All right, I'm trying to think of some fish names: salmon, trout, flounder, catfish. What is any funny names that sound sad?
I think throwing back is funny. I mean, you're like, finally, I'm out of this fucking cesspool, and then they throw you back, and they're like, well, now I'm back with a scar, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, all the fishes. I thought you was out of here.
Yeah. A lot of people too, when they kill themselves, they go walk into the ocean. So they're like, I got to be amongst my sad people. I got to be around the fish.
And look, the fish is depressed. Imagine they get thrown back. You got rejected. Like he's more depressed. Like even people don't want me.
Right. Ooh, that's funny. Patrice had that great bit about like no one cares if you kill fish because they have no eyebrows, you know. So they're just like, so they don't look sad. But you kill a cow and he's like, "Rah!" You know, that's his bit, not mine. I like that. That's good.
Sam, what you got?
I got a few ideas. Let me try this on you. This one was like, just make sure this hasn't been done. I was talking to a guy, and he was saying some like kind of anti-trans shit to me, and I was kind of like, you're Scottish. Your whole history is dudes in kilts.
Oh, I like that.
Have you heard that? Just dudes in kilts. Like, he's like, you guys disgust me. And he goes, oh, it's my grandfather's right here.
Right.
Is that something there?
Yeah,
Like,
there's something there for sure.
something about anti-trans, but it's like, you're the manliest men, the Scots. You wear dresses. Let's calm down.
Yeah. It's like I grew up with this guy. He was super racist, hated black people.
Wait, what's super racist versus regular racist?
I'm regular. No. I mean, he was like N-word this, N-word that. They shouldn't be allowed here. You know, like all in. But he loved sports.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's all black people. It's all NBA, NFL. It's all black.
Well, technically,
Yeah, what are you into, cricket?
Yeah, right.
Technically, because they look at us as sing, dance for us, entertain us.
Interesting.
So they don't look at it as sports as like, they look at it as like, yeah, good. Just like the Romans, right? Who they used to send in the pit to fight the
slaves.
lions. Yeah.
Or the
They
peasants.
sending their cousins, their uncles.
Right. That's it. I never thought about that. All right, you got something there. But like, how can you be a racist and then tap your foot to Michael Jackson? Shouldn't you be like, I hate this fucking guy?
Again, back to the entertainer.
No,
entertain us.
But I think it's funny that historically, like, you have the most effeminate man costume.
Yes.
And you're like, we don't accept men who dress like women. Well, you do that.
Yeah, it's dead on. I mean, it's such a
you
good
guys, you dress like women.
Right. I like it. I'm trying to think where to go with it. The Scots are actually the worst trans people because they got the hairy legs, they got the beard, they don't go all the way.
Are?
Well, I'm just saying they're like, at least trans people go all in. They get the surgery, they take the pills. Scots people are like,
if you're gonna make me look at your legs, at least fucking wax them.
yes, right. They don't wear underwear under those either, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the kilts.
Yeah, you took a peek?
Oh yeah, you better believe it.
I got another one.
Hit me.
You ever watch the news? They're like crime is up compared to 2020. I'm like, no one was out in 2020.
That's great.
Like they always comparing crime or whatever to 2020.
Yeah,
Like all of 2021, they was doing that.
right.
You know, like traffic is up compared to 2020. Like,
Yeah, everyone's inside.
yeah,
With crime, I think a lot of the time they don't get the data till like much later because like cases are kind of tried and stuff like that.
true.
But it's also hilarious that we've been in a pandemic and you're like, we compare it to this other time and you're like, all right, but we haven't lived in a long time.
Yeah, everything's up. The only thing that's not up is, I guess, staying indoors.
yeah. Another thing is like when we was not, driving around. How come they didn't fix the roads when nobody was in the roads?
Good point. I guess they didn't want to be around other people fixing shit.
No, they were still. I'm not sure you guys went out during 2020. They were still there, but they didn't. That was a perfect time to fix the roads.
Yeah, totally. Fix everything.
Yeah,
All that construction shit. Yeah, why wasn't
De
that taken care
Blasio.
of?
De Blasio.
You don't like him?
No, I ain't like him.
Well,
You
he's
like De
gone.
Blasio.
We got Mayor Adams
You
now.
like
So let's.
you like De Blasio?
No one did.
You like Cuomo?
He was a Cuomo-sexual.
I didn't like his politics, but I like what he did off the field.
It's like Cosby's later work.
I'm a big anti-De Blasio guy. Cuomo is obviously a horror show. He's a liberal
When
Trump.
you compliment a girl, you go, "Hey, I like your hair." No Cuomo. Nothing too soon.
No, I mean, let's see what Adams does. I'm excited. Even if he's bad, I'm excited to get a new bad.
Right.
There you go.
I think
What did De Blasio do that was bad? Like, what was the top 3 bad things he did?
I
That's
think
what I don't know much about politics.
I think
That's not part. That's like you're living in.
I think a lot
I
of
don't
being
watch
a
the
politician is for me. A lot of being a politician is being a leader and uniting people. And I think he was as bad as it gets.
He definitely divided.
I mean, when you stand for nothing, you have nothing. So I think he alienated cops. I think he alienated liberals. I think he alienated conservatives. So it's like when no one likes you, no one comes together about you. Like, say what you want about Bloomberg, who I wasn't like a huge Bloomberg guy either, but like he at least made an effort to connect to people. I think Bloomberg. I think De Blasio lacked a connection to the working class, to the elite, to everyone in New York. And when you do that, you kind of bring together no one. And I think it really was like the nail in the coffin when he was just like dancing on New Year's Eve with his wife. And I'm like, this has been a horrible year. You can't be out celebrating, dude.
Right.
You mean how what's that guy's name? Chris Christie was on the beach when they shut the beach down, and him and his family was on the beach.
Oh yeah.
And he was scaring away all the kids. They thought it was a whale. But no, I mean, so De Blasio, I think literally everyone is saying good riddance. I think he's been horrible.
Yeah.
I think he's been out for power rather than, it's similar to Giuliani, where New Yorkers liked Giuliani a lot after 9/11 because of what he did. But then it was all about a power grab and running for president and speaking engagements and money. And you're like, well, you don't. I know we all know you don't care about us, but you got to at least fake it a little better than De Blasio did.
Right.
It's kind
There
of
you go.
how I feel.
Well said. What do you think?
I mean, De Blasio. I mean, they most of these politicians is like, especially in the U.S., you never hear any good ones. I'm sure there's good ones. Don't get me wrong, but I think there's so many people that everybody had their own opinions. So when we're so divided.
Yeah.
So there'll never be anybody. I mean, look, Weiner. You guys remember Weiner?
Yeah, I sent him a photo.
Yeah, he sent me one. It was terrible.
I mean, it's amazing how when he was running, right, and then he got caught with his dick out. Mm-hmm. And by the way, he denied it.
I know.
He was on some show, and I think it was what's his name, Larry King. And is that your penis? He said, no, that's not my penis.
By the way, he had a great body. For politician, that's a stressful job. To be as fit as he was, or ripped, good job,
and a good dick, by the way.
Was it? I don't remember
Solid
the dick, but I remember the physique being not bad.
Pull up the dick.
But check this out. He denied it, then made it last. First, by the way, when you get caught, just admit it,
right?
So it could just end quickly.
Yeah.
And then they found out it was his dick, and then he was trashed for
his
a year.
poor wife too. I mean,
I know.
He dragged her through.
For
That's
a year,
a solid dong there.
For a year.
Is that we're gonna have to bleep a lot of this, Matt? I mean, we've given Matt so much work this week. I'm sorry,
Matt.
You can
I
bleep.
Apologize.
Yeah,
But
he's
looks
kind of
great.
shredded.
I mean, he looks better than who's the other guy that was
Bezos.
The Bezos, yeah.
I know, but that's one of those bodies where you're you don't expect it either because he looks like kind of a scrawny dweeb.
Right.
Just that neck, and then you're like, shit, he's ripped.
Oh yeah.
But then look, a year later, he apologized, blah blah blah, and then he got more support second time around.
Well, we
Really?
love to forgive people.
He sent another dick pic out with his baby in the back for perspective.
There was a documentary on Weiner that's great, actually. It's
Really?
called Weiner. It's terrific. It's
I think
worth
that's
watching.
called gay porn.
Yeah, it is. It was great. But no, there's a doc called
Pegging the other
Weiner,
way.
and it's really, really good. And I do think there is something about Americans. We love to drag people down.
A comeback.
We also love a comeback story, right? Well,
Come on my back.
But the thing is, he fucked up for a second time way too soon. You can't do it that soon when people bring you back. New Yorkers are forgiving people.
Yeah.
We'll fuck you over,
but he fucked up
we'll forgive
doing
you.
the same thing.
No, I know.
True.
I think a lot of people are like, dude, we just let you back in.
Right.
That is, and I'll say this too, Weiner, if you watch those debates, he fucking buried de Blasio.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Weiner
dude, he was on his way to be the next.
Really?
He was a great. I mean, dude, he's from the Clinton school of charm, where he knew you don't rise like this if you don't know what you're doing. He was New York mayor is a big gig.
Oh yeah.
Politically, because New York's a big state. I mean,
Of course.
One of the
everyone
biggest
knows
cities
who
in the
Gavin
world.
Newsom is because California's a big state. If you're in a big state, people know who the fuck you are.
You're a heavy hitter.
So it is a stepping point to big speaking gigs, book deal, big money,
Yep.
or governor, senator,
Yep.
whatever the fuck you want to do. So when he fucked this up, I think it was kind of like, oh, you've got a sickness, dude.
Or maybe he was trying to give us a hint. If I become mayor, I'm gonna fuck this town. Nothing? Too soon? Sorry, Matt.
Will, give us gigs to plug, man.
Yeah, where you gonna be?
Well, I'm
coming
torn
up?
with Aziz. I'm not sure when this show is airing.
Next week.
I'm torn with Aziz. We're going to Chicago, Oakland, San Francisco, DC, New York City.
Nice. Now, let me
24th.
ask you an
I'll
awkward
be at the Comedy
question.
Cellar, by the way.
Always at the Comedy Cellar.
Comedy
New
Cellar,
joke
my
night.
show on Wednesdays with Cypher Sounds.
You
10:30.
started New Joke Night at the Cellar, which is where comics, we all get up and we get
New
the fuck
Joke
around.
Night.
do new
So
jokes.
you're on the New Joke Night every Monday is 8:30 at Comedy Cellar. It was because comics. I felt like when I created it, I felt like the Cellar. You're always doing your scripted shit because you want to kill. You following some amazing comedians, so everybody's just killing. So I just wanted to create a space where we could just, be a comedian. Not that just
Work out.
put the script down and just try some jokes but with a crowd.
Yes.
Like what we just did just now a few minutes ago with the jokes, but with a crowd there letting us know. And
Totally.
I come and yabba dabba do with y'all and try to get some more of these jokes.
Hell yeah. All right. And you got chemistry set.
And I got Chemistry Set with Cypher Sounds on Wednesdays.
That's a hot show.
10:30s. It's a dope show.
Dope show. I've had some good sets there and some bad sets.
Nah, I don't remember the bad stuff. You be killing.
Well, I always appreciate when you put me on a new jokes, man, because it really helps. It's great to have shows at the Comedy Cellar that encourage new material. Because sometimes even guys who've been there for a long time, we feel pressure.
You got to bring it.
To bring new material or to bring the heat rather.
Yeah.
You don't like to yabba dabba do with me a lot.
I don't.
Yeah,
I do.
Mark goes in.
I love it.
I do. I think I've gotten better about it.
You always been better. What do you mean? You never been bad. What do you mean?
I get a little. I'll be better about it. I apologize. I'll
You're like, I gotta go. I'm like, oh shit. Just to clear the air, when I be yabba dabba doing with y'all, it's not about attacking y'all. But
No.
I take the
I
joke
never
that you
felt
said,
that way.
and I'm like, yeah, let's try to create some more stuff.
Yes.
I love it.
Like-
No,
it's like a
I'm
working
sorry,
thing.
but I feel like a lot of the time I do stay and talk with you. Sometimes I gotta
Is
get out
it
there.
because the black thing? You don't want to be around blacks?
I'm racist.
Yeah.
I knew it.
No, it's that sometimes I have another spot or something. If I can stay, I want to stay.
He told me something about gorillas. I don't know. You don't want to stay at the zoo. That's what he calls your shows. The jungle. No. All right.
But yeah, I'm at
we love you,
the
buddy.
Comedy Cellar Wednesdays and Mondays, and every night, Bob.
Now here's the awkward question. How about an album? How about a special? We'll put the fucker on YouTube. We'll produce it.
Oh yeah, all right, let's make it happen.
All right.
Would you really put
down.
something out?
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. You got 18 hours of material.
I got a lot of.
I mean, 11 of it's good, but you got time. All right. What are you gonna do? Where are you gonna be?
I got everything. When does this come out? Next
Not
week?
this Sunday, but the next.
So, yeah, Richmond, Virginia, Timonium, Maryland. It's the Baltimore area. Hartford, Connecticut, Sacramento, Columbus, West Palm, Orlando, the Beacon Theater in New York City, baby.
Hell yeah.
Toronto. More dates coming. We got more. We'll announce it. I can't announce some of it yet, but I can't wait.
Speaking
I'm
of
excited.
Virginia, you heard about the traffic shut down because of the snowstorm? Like
No.
there's cars that have been on the road for 24 hours,
What?
just sitting in their car in traffic.
I didn't even know it snowed there.
Yeah.
Is that global warming or what's going on there?
Now, I'm not sure it was Richmond, but it's in Virginia near D.C.
Syracuse, New York, Kansas City, Omaha, Nebraska, Columbus, Ohio, twice. I got to get a new website, lady. La Jolla, California, Tampa, Florida, Syracuse. I said that. All over the road. Des Moines this weekend. So, yeah, come on out.
Who opened up for you?
I use a couple guys. Ian Lara every now and then.
There's a
Sean
guy
Murphy,
from D.C. you use.
Chris Allen. He'll be there in Columbus.
Who you open up for you?
Where?
When you're on medication, not paying attention?
On the road, it's usually Gary Veter, sometimes Dina
Gary
Hashem.
Veter.
I mean,
Dina Hashem, she's funny.
very funny.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to her? All right. We got to wrap this thing up. You guys were great. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Will Sylvince.
We love you. Bye bye.